Why, hello everyone. Welcome in to week 4 of the NFL season for Lions Browns. Who is ready for hopefully not what happened to the Packers last week? More of what happened on Monday, please. That's what we want. That's what we need. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new here, then hi. My name is Zach Payne. I make Lions content here on YouTube. And we are here for the 4th game of the season for the Lions. 4th stream of the season for me. 4th time doing some alternative play-by-play, alternative commentary, alternative broadcasting. That's what we'll call it. How are we feeling? How are we feeling going into Lions-Browns? I'm not going to lie. I feel fine. I'm weirdly not confident because this is going to be a low-scoring game. For you Lions fans, I don't know if you'll recall, there was a game that the Lions had against the Falcons 2 years ago in Gibbs and Bijan's rookie year. It was like the 3rd game of the season. The Lions ended up winning 20-3, was it? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's going to be low scoring, but the defense is going to have to be the ones to win this game for the Lions. So, let's go, man. Let's frickin' go. Who is ready? Kickoff is going to be just in a few moments. In the meantime, the Pittsburgh Steelers decided, the Vikings almost came back. The Steelers held on for a win over the Vikings in London. I hate the Steelers for scratching Jaylen Warren at the last possible second. That was not cool. Also hate Kenneth Gainwell. Unbelievable performance by him. Not cool. Super not cool. Super not cool. So in fantasy, I'm getting completely screwed by that. But oh well. Oh, well. So we are now just a minute away. Anyways, what I was saying, the Steelers hold on for a win there. So the Vikings drop to 2-2. Always love to see that. Always love to see a Vikings loss. Now, the Vikings will play against the Browns next week, and they have a very stupid advantage where they're already in Europe and the Browns have to travel over there. So the Vikings will most definitely win, but... this from Al Karsten on Twitter, football guy Al, great follow by the way. Browns pressures versus the Packers last week. 11 players recorded at least one. Myles Garrett led the way with 14. Isaiah McGuire had 11. Malik Collins had 10. Mason Graham 6. Carson Schwessinger 3. Shelby Harris 3. Aiden Huntington 2. Alex Wright 2. Cameron Thomas 2. Devin Bush 2. And Joe Tryon-Shoyinka 1. 3 Browns finished above a 20% win rate. Now the Packers were missing a tackle. So, keep that in mind, but yeah, this is all right, man. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Shout out TJ Watt. Let's go Steelers. I'm getting really annoyed at how big this line is getting. 10.5 is little sketchy. Little sketchy is all. But I digress. As kickoff is, again, just moments away. At this point, the coin toss should have happened. Browns win the toss and defer. Lions offense up first. Is that the 3rd time in 4 weeks that the Lions offense has been up first? Did the Lions start with the ball against the Bears? I honestly don't remember. I do not remember. Hold on. That game started with the Lions on offense. The Lions have started on offense every single game so far. So every single game the Lions have started on offense against this vaunted Browns defense. Hopefully we can get off to a good start because honestly, a touchdown on the first drive might be enough to keep the lead through the first half. Most important thing is the run game. Can we get Jahmyr Gibbs going? Can we get... What is Jameson Williams wearing? This dude is wearing a baggy t-shirt or a baggy long sleeve that he cut himself around the elbows. As the kick is away, it is a dribbler, squibbed, fielded at the 10. Jacob Sailors up to the 20, 25, up near the 30. He's going to drag a defender forward to the 31. And we will start this game off with the Lions offense from the 31-yard line. The Browns, that little squib kick, that is going to be big. That is a big, big, big factor for special teams going forward. Not a good start for the Lions special teams, but it's a fine start. Not horrible. Good kick. The first team that perfects that kickoff is going to be set up for a lot of success. As Jared Goff is in the gun, he takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws it to outside. Caught by Jameson Williams. Williams up, and that is a first down. A gain of 12 on the first play from scrimmage. Jameson Williams. Love to see that. He had 2 catches on the opening drive on Monday, and that was it. And then he didn't have a catch the rest of the way. So let's see if we can get him more involved. Amon-Ra out of the game here. Can I see what the formation is, please? Goff under center with Gibbs lined up in the backfield from their own 44. Goff going to fake it to Gibbs. Looking, rolling, throws it on the run, and that is incomplete. No one even remotely close. Myles Garrett started to close the gap there. Decent protection, but nothing really materialized. As this Browns defense, coached by former Lions head coach Jim Schwartz. This defense is unbelievable. Jim Schwartz, an unbelievable defensive coordinator. I would love to see the formation broadcast. Goff under center, 2 tight ends motioning to his right. Gibbs in the backfield, 2nd and 10 from their own 44. Goff, Amon-Ra motions in. They give it to Gibbs. Gibbs going to dive right into the pile and pick up 2. So it is going to be 3rd and long. These are the situations I said we had to avoid, because the Browns defense is just a little bit more equipped to handle 3rd and longs than most teams. Now, this Lions rush offense, week 1, 46 yards, week 2, $177, week 3, 224. Yep, that'll do. The last 2 weeks, much better. Much better. 3rd and 7, they gave Gibbs 3 yards on that. Goff in the gun, Gibbs lined up to his left, bunch formation to his right. Browns showing pressure, and they bail out. They only send 4. Goff looking, dumps it off to Gibbs, who has a long way to go. He's not going to get there. It'll be 4th and 4 from midfield, and the Lions will punt. I don't know what... Goff had time. I don't know if he got spooked. Decker got put on the ground by Myles Garrett there. Myles Garrett honestly could have shed and sacked Goff, but is what it is. 4th and 3. We could be in fake punt territory, but I don't think we're going to go to it this early. And Jack Fox will boot it away. And that will be fielded at the Browns 12. So the Lions get 1 first down, but a 4-play drive, not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. Well, that is what it is. How on earth did the Titans get down there so fast? The Titans are already knocking on the door of the red zone. Let's go, Io Manor. That's my boy. Bijan already doing things. That's my boy. Can Igbuka do things? No. Worth a shot. Worth a shot to have everything go right at once. But oh well. I'll be honest, this afternoon slate looks very interesting today. And I actually get to watch them. Jags, Niners, Colts, Rams, Bears, Raiders, Ravens, Chiefs. Are they all the best teams in the world? No, but they should be decent games. At least. Somewhat decent. Somewhat decent there. I'm hopeful that this Lions defense can force some turnovers, but if you get into we can't get into a boat race with a defense this good. Boat race? Is that even the saying? You know what I mean. You can't get into a shootout when you're playing a defense this good, because that will not go well for you. I just saw the highlight of Jordan Addison, who got tripped up at the 1 yard line. That should have been a big touchdown for my fantasy team. I could have got like 10 extra points from that because I have bonuses. Anyways. Any hoozle. Alrighty. Lions defense takes the field. Joe Flacco and the Browns offense now out for the... But never mind, it's still a commercial. I thought we were getting back. Just kidding. Just kidding. Man, these commercial breaks last too long. Now we are on the field. Joe Flacco, his 200th career game, 18th season. Quinshon Judkins the back, the electric rookie, who had some weird off-the-field stuff, but he's back now. Flacco under center, Judkins in the backfield, motions a tight end into a strong formation. Flacco going to drop back to pass. Flacco looking right, throwing right. It is caught near the line to gain, and DJ Reed is going to throw Jerry Jeudy forward for a first down Browns. So the Browns' first drive starts almost identically to the Lions' first drive, a curl route at the sticks for a first down. These Browns tackles have not been good to start the year, so hopefully the Lions can get some pressure. Flacco under center again, Judkins the back, bunch formation to Flacco's right. Flacco takes the snap, gives it to Judkins, who's going to cut right. Judkins has room. He's going to fall forward, and that is going to be another Browns first down as the Lions lost contain there. Was that Hutchinson's side? I don't know what happened there, but that's my biggest worry with the run defense. Up the middle, we're good, but when they don't hold the edge, as Pat O'Connor is starting at edge opposite Aiden Hutchinson, by the way, and I think that was Pat O'Connor's edge that got lost. So first down for Judkins, not good. I formation for the Browns now. Flacco under center. He's going to take the snap, toss it to Judkins. Judkins off the right side. He's going to get met after a gain of 2. Alex Anzalone on that tackle. Derek Barnes, fantastic job driving his man into the backfield. The Lions have allowed an opening drive touchdown in every single game. The Browns, meanwhile, have not scored in the first quarter. So movable force movable object versus extremely stoppable force. 2nd and 7 for the Browns. Flacco in the gun. Judkins lined up to his left. Lions have 5 on the line of scrimmage. Flacco, he's going to give it to Judkins. He's going to go off the right side and get met immediately. He'll be tripped up for a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and medium here. We got 5 people in here. Feel free to like, subscribe, and come chat in the comments section or in the live chat. But subscribe. We are 2 subscribers away from 300, which I know it's a small thing, but for a small channel, means a little bit more. So if you could take 5 seconds, do those 3 things, and then come chat. Mean a lot. 3rd and 5 now as we get to 10-28, 27-26. Flacco in the gun. Jerome Ford lined up to his left. Flacco takes the snap. Blitz coming. Flacco has time. Throws it over the middle. It is caught, and there is a ton of laundry down. Multiple flags in the secondary. I imagine these will be against the Lions anyways. Flags in the secondary are never a good thing. Maybe they'll get something on the offense, but holding on the defense. 2 separate holdings on the Lions secondary. 1 on Brian Branch, 1 on Terrion Arnold. They're both declined as the pass was caught. First down, Browns. Branch is protesting, but doesn't matter. The Browns are now over midfield. Flacco in under center. It looks like they have a defensive lineman playing fullback on this play. Is that Aiden Huntington playing fullback? As Judkins the back. Flacco going to fake it to Judkins. Under pressure. Going deep. It is caught inside the 20. Down to the 14. Jerry Jeudy beats DJ Reed there. And the Browns are in striking distance. Our D is horrible. It's certainly not great. Hutchinson tried to get pressure, got chipped by two different tight ends. Tyleik Williams got pressure there, but DJ Reed got beat. Again, second time this drive DJ Reed has been beat. Our D is horrible. Certainly not great right now. Flacco under center, back lined up in the backfield. It's Judkins. Man in motion. Flacco. Going to give it to the tight end Harold Fannin, who's going to cut back up, and he's going nowhere. That'll be a gain of 1. He's going nowhere, so 2nd and 9. Hold them to 3. Hold them to 3. Certainly not the start the defense wanted, though. The man coverage is not holding up. I know Jerry Jeudy's a pretty decent route runner, but he's not better than Zay Flowers, and Reed was holding him in check last week, so not good. 2nd and 9, Flacco in the gun. He's in empty. Judkins flexes out wide. Flacco takes the snap. Under pressure, throws it to the right side. It's caught. Jerry Jeudy again working on DJ Reed. This time it'll be a gain of 3, maybe 4. It'll be 3rd and medium once again. Hutchinson almost got pressure. Why are we in man? The Lions always play man. The Lions play man about 50% of the time. That's just their scheme. They play a lot of cover 1, where it's a single safety. They'll play some cover 3, but it's going to be split 50% cover 1, like 30% cover 1, 30% cover 3, and then blitzes. But we just play man a lot. Flacco in shotgun, back lined up to his right. And the Lions take a timeout. So the Lions burn a timeout early. There was too many men on the field. 12 men, yep. That is, man, ugly drive defensively so far. You have to burn a timeout for a 12th man on the field to avoid the penalty. And your top corner has been beat 3 times already. Not what you want to see. 7:57 to go in the first quarter. So this is a big play. Please hold him to 3. Flacco in shotgun. Back lined up to his right. Can we get some pressure? Flacco takes the snap. Looking left, throwing left. It's caught by Cedric Tillman inside the 5, down to the goal line, down to the 1, but there is a flag down. It looks like the defender fell down. Was there possible offensive pass interference? Nope, it's against the defense. It's going to be holding again on the defense. Terrion fell down. I would love to see a replay. Yep, Terrion gets flagged again. Second flag of the drive for Terrion. What happened here? So Terrion's in the slot working on Cedric Tillman. Tillman's going to break outside and... Okay, first of all, that is not holding. Second of all, Terrion fell down. So 1st and goal now from the 1. That was not a penalty. That was a very weak call. It didn't hinder Tillman at all. He just had a hand on his back and he fell down. Regardless, though, 1st and goal from the 1. This is prime territory for Judkins, as the Browns are in a funky formation where Judkins is lined up as the fullback. Harold Fannin is actually the running back. They give it to Judkins. He didn't get there. He stopped short. He did not get there. Good defense on 1st and goal from the half-yard line. 2nd and goal now. If you're the Browns, just simply do that again. The Lions are not going to stop 4 straight runs from the 1-yard line. Wink. Wink. especially not against good running backs. Flacco, under center. I formation. Oh no, weird formation again. Flacco sneaks it. And he didn't get it. He didn't get it. No, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. We are not going to have a third straight week of this. As Flacco gets stuffed on the QB sneak. DJ Reader in there. Great stop. Grant Stewart and Derek Barnes fly over the top to get that stop. 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Joe Flacco 5 for 5 for 70 yards so far. My lord. 3rd and goal. From literally the ball could not be closer to the goal line. Flacco takes the snap, sneaks it again. He gets stuffed again! No way! The Lions defense with another stop on the goal line, and it's 4th and goal from the half-yard line. What a stop! No. No. Don't give me hope. Don't do that. Don't do that. Flacco stuffed on back-to-back sneaks. Grant Stewart in there again to stop Joe Flacco's momentum. Jack Campbell once again at the bottom of the pile to stop Flacco from turning his legs. 4th and goal from the half-yard line. Flacco, I formation. Goal line set. Flacco, man in motion. Flacco gives it to Judkins. He's going to get in. Falls backwards into the end zone. The Browns open the scoring on a half-yard rushing touchdown. Valiant effort by the defense. The defensive line there. But alas, Tyreek Williams just got double-teamed on the goal line. Good play by the Browns. They had it looks like they have Aiden Huntington, the defensive lineman, in on those sets, and he helped the left guard seal off Tyreek Williams so that he couldn't get low enough to stop him, and Barnes couldn't work around it. Extra point is up and good. So the Browns up 7-0 to start this game. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. The two corners just not good. 13 play, 88-yard drive that took up 7 minutes. Not great. Not great. I think I'm ready to see a Meek out there instead of Terrion. I'm hopeful that the offense can figure it out. But so the Browns are employing exactly what the Lions did to the Ravens last week so far. All right, let's check in around the rest of the NFL. The Giants up 7-0. Jackson Dart. Nice start to his career. 3 rushes for 28 yards so far. And he rushes in for his first career touchdown. Eagles up 7-0 on a blocked punt. Stop with the special teams, guys. Relax. Panthers up 6-0 on a touchdown and a failed extra point. The Falcons up 3-0 and they have the ball back. Love to see that. Love to see that. The Saints and Bills are tied at 7. Keandre Miller with a touchdown for the Saints. Love to see it. Give him more run, please. And the Bills also have a touchdown there. Tennessee, Houston. So Tennessee failed to convert in the red zone. Houston drove down and got a field goal. Eagles are back in the red zone again. What the? Dude, Bucks. Oh, and they scored. And they scored. Lovely. No pressure on an injured O-line. Well, I mean, Flacco was just getting the ball out too quickly. Honestly, there was the one blitz that got picked up very well, but there's pressure up the middle. They're chipping Hutchinson, so he's getting held in check, and Pat O'Connor is not a good pass rusher. Give me Al-Qadin. Is he actually... I think he's playing. I'm pretty sure Al-Qadin Muhammad's playing. Let me make sure he is before I speak. Al-Qadin Muhammad. Well, I don't see anything that he's out, so I'm assuming... Yeah, he's playing. We're going to have to get more pressure. As the kick is away, it is going to be fielded at the 5-yard line, and the returners run into each other. Khalif Raymond takes it up to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. Okay, thank you, Khalif. Thank you for taking that. As Khalif Raymond, a player I've criticized a ton through 3 weeks. He has not been good on punt returns, but good return there. Thank you for taking it from Sailors. Looked a lot more decisive on that. Okay, offense, you haven't been on the field. You've been on the field for like 1 minute this first quarter. So can we get some stuff going, please? Goff, stop with the Maryland I formation BS. Thank you. They motion out of it. Brock Wright, the fullback. Gibbs, the back. Goff under center. And is going to be fake to Gibbs. Myles Garrett works into the backfield immediately and blows that play up. Incomplete pass. Man, did they have Brock Wright trying to block Myles Garrett there? What? Or Laporta? Why is a tight end, or actually no one, blocking Myles Garrett? That is not what... Penei Sewell's double teaming someone because the plan was for Laporta to chip him and Gibbs to block him. None of that happened. None of that happened. 2nd and 10, Goff in shotgun, Gibbs lined up to his right. Goff throws it left. It is... Oh, it's caught by Sam Laporta for a gain of 5. Gibbs, yeah, I know Gibbs, but like Gibbs should not be tasked with blocking Myles Garrett. That is a dumb idea. Chipping, sure, but blocking, no. 3rd and 5, the Lions in danger of going 3 and out here after a bad opening drive. With their defense, not looking great. Come on, there's a big play. Goff in shotgun, lots of motion. Gibbs lined up to his left, bunch formation. Browns they're showing a little bit of pressure, but not a ton. Snap down. Goff under pressure, gets away. Goff throws it on the move. It is caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown inside the 40, near the 35. He didn't realize that there was no one around him. He could have kept going. No flags. Penei Sewell working on Myles Garrett there. He forced him to the outside, allowed Goff to step up, but nearly a hold. Yeah, Sewell, I'd say he got beat there. I'd say Garrett won that rep. But first down, Garrett off the field. Oh, we gotta go. We're gonna have to play hurry up here. Don't let Garrett back on the field. 4:15, 4:14 to go. Goff under center. Gibbs the back. Man in motion, it's Khalif Raymond. Goff gonna give it to Gibbs. Cuts it up the field. Gibbs makes a man miss. Almost. Does some damage, and there's a flag down. Another flag. Presumably on the Lions. Holding. Nope. Personal foul tripping on the defense. Wow. That is a rare penalty. For you hockey fans, that's 2 minutes in the box. What? So on the play, Gibbs made Delpit miss, and he stuck his foot out to trip Gibbs, which is a 15-yard penalty. Gibbs had a lot of room to work, so we'll take it. First down, 4 minutes to go. The Lions inside the red zone now, I think. Yeah, they're at the 14-yard line. Goff in shotgun. Gibbs lined up to his right. Laporta in motion. Goff looking. He's going to get sacked. You can't take that long, man. You can't take that long. Another flag down. What is happening, dude? This one is holding on the defense. Okay, so this is just... The referees have clearly been told, we want more scoring. That is a lie. Do not listen to me, but that is... Zebras are winning, yeah. And Fleeting, just be careful. You are like 10, 20 seconds ahead of me. So, don't spoil. Please don't spoil. I do look at the chat. It's my fatal flaw. I'm looking down at the chat too much. 1st and goal now for the Lions from the 9-yard line. Goff under center, Gibbs the back. Goff hands it to Gibbs. Gibbs off the right side. Gibbs cuts it back up the middle. Gibbs to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs weaving through traffic, and he gets in the end zone. And the Lions offense gets on the board. A big response drive there by Detroit. And Gibbs with his 5th touchdown of the year already. That's just incredible, dude. Gibbs just weaving in and out, weaving in and out. Great blocking by the tight ends. Fantastic blocking by Sewell. Great block by Amon-Ra and Denzel Ward to seal the touchdown. And the Lions are on the board, folks. Jake Bates' extra point is up and through. And we are all tied up at 7. Is that Gibbs' 5th touchdown of the year already? It's got to be, right? 4th. My bad. 4th. I mean, 4 touchdowns in 4 games, though. We'll take it. He just has a nose. I bet Gibbs was very good at tag. Alrighty. So much better second drive there for the Lions. And the Bills took a 14-7 lead over the Saints. Falcons got a touchdown. Please tell me it was Bijan. Drake London. That works. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. That will indeed do. Thank you, Drake London, for your service. I think I'm cooked in one league, but we'll see. We shall see. Man, my dynasty team is unbelievable. Even though I had to start Warren, which is unfortunate, but shout out Bijan. Bijan's doing his thing. We need the D to help. We need the D to help the cause. Yes, absolutely. The defense, I don't know. Like, maybe you just got to play more zone. If the corners aren't going to hold up, there's not much you can do about that. You just can't play man as much. But I'm about ready to see Amik Robertson as CB2 behind DJ Reed at this point. I'm about ready for that. Amon-Ra St. Brown scored a lot in the Chicago game, so 4 makes sense. Well, Gibbs scored in the Chicago game too, right? Yeah, he must have. I mean, the Lions scored so much in that game. Yeah, Gibbs scored the first touchdown, and then he scored twice last week. So yeah, 4. And we're still in the first quarter. 3rd straight game with a touchdown, and he had 20 total touchdowns last year. Is there a world where Gibbs hits 20 again and has 40 touchdowns in 2 years? That'd be crazy. Actually, where does Gibbs rank? I want to see how, because he's honestly got to be up there already. So Jahmyr Gibbs is 35. Gibbs is 2 touchdowns away from passing Marvin Jones for 9th on the Lions all-time touchdown list already. He's in year 3. Browns field at the 10, 15, 20, up to the 24, and he gets hit. Craig Reynolds, welcome back to the lineup with a big special teams play. Okay, special teams. Okay, special teams. I like this. I like it. So yeah, if Gibbs, I mean, the all-time leader is Barry Sanders. Gibbs is not passing that. But Gibbs has 35 touchdowns in 36 games. 35 touchdowns in 36 career games, and he didn't score a touchdown for like 7 games to start his career. Unbelievable nose for the end zone, man. Flacco starting this drive in shotgun from his own 23, back lined up to his left. Man in motion to the outside. Terrion is lined up 10 yards off of him. Flacco looking right. Checks down to Judkins, and that'll be a gain of 1. Maybe 2. Anzalone right there to wrap up. Look, Terrion Arnold is a press man corner. That is what his skill set is. Why are we making this man play 10 yards off? He has no help, so he's not going to play like... He doesn't do as good reading and reacting. He has to be physical on the line. Flacco, first time a team's allowed a touchdown in each of the first 4 games on the opening drive since 2005. Flacco under center. He's going to give it to Judkins. He is going to get met in the backfield. Speaking of Terrion Arnold, there's a good play in the run game by Terrion, and it is going to be 3rd and long. This is what I was expecting. This is what I wanted. 3rd and 8. Come on. 3rd and 8, regardless. 3rd and long. Big play for this defense now. Let's get off the field. Al-Qadim Muhammad checks into the game. He's actually going to be playing the 3-tech. Nowaski's playing the other edge. Hutchinson and DJ Reed are the other defenders on that line. 3rd and 8. Come on, Hutch. This needs to be a Hutch play. Flacco alone in the gun. Flacco takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Flacco throws it. Deep left side. No one home. And that is intercepted. Kirby Joseph with a freebie. As Joe Flacco, miscommunication there. And that is, the Lions are going to start with the ball over midfield. I don't know what happened there. That wasn't quite an arm punt. Because Flacco, he just lofted it left side. I have no idea what happened there. Good pressure off the edge from Trevor Nowaski and up front from DJ Reader. Nobody home. And Kirby Joseph's 2nd interception of the season will set the Lions offense up with a short field. I have no idea what that was. I have no idea what that was from Joe. But we're starting over midfield. Yeah, like, that's the thing. If you're going to arm punt it, chuck it. If you're going to arm punt it, chuck it. That was not a good throw by Flacco. No one in the area. Anyways, Goff under center. Montgomery is the back now, starting from the Browns 46. Fake to Montgomery. Goff looking deep right side. Not deep. Caught. First down. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I thought he was going to throw it deep. He did not. He threw it just past the sticks to Amon-Ra. So is it a miscommunication? I think... Was Cedric Tillman supposed to run a go? He must have been. Must have been. First down for the Lions now. $1:20 to go in the first. Montgomery the back. Goff under center. Goff, man in motion, is Brock Wright. And the give is to Montgomery. He is going to be met in the backfield, but he keeps his legs churning to turn a loss of 1 into a gain of 1. Had to be, yeah. I have no idea. 57, 56, 55 remaining. So 2nd and 9. This is presumably going to be the last play of the first quarter. Lions are... It was a 2-yard gain by Montgomery. Nice. Lions are in field goal range at this point. Goff under center. Montgomery the back. Amon-Ra in motion. Goff hands it to Montgomery again. He's going to get met in the backfield. This time it will be for a loss. Malik Collins in on that. No run game yet. The run game was good on on that last drive. Gibbs he has 3 for 19. That's fine. 3 for 19 is a good run game. First drive, they just didn't have anything going, period. And this drive seems to be more of the same, as we are going to get to the end of the first quarter. Lions are lined up to go. Oh, they tried to draw him off sides, and they got him to jump. They are going to call flag. Did they get him? Are they going to say they got him? I didn't think the Browns went over the line. I don't think they crossed the line of scrimmage. I don't think they got him. False start. Show me a replay. Show me the replay. So now we have now we have to go in the first quarter still. So we gotta hurry up here, boys. So Mahogany reacted to the Browns jumping, and they're calling that a false start. Oh, that's tough, man. That is a tough, tough call. As 6 people in here, feel free to like and subscribe as we are hunting down 300 subscribers. That's a brutal call, man. That's a brutal call. End of the first quarter, though. Oh, well. As we head into the second quarter. 7-7. I mean, I expected it to be a close game. Expected some turnovers, so thank you, Kirby, for that. Just need the offense to come through. So it's going to be 3rd and 14 for this offense, which you don't love to see. But, man, that's really tough. The Lions are in long field goal range here. I would not be shocked by a run play to try to get like 5 yards to... All right. Oh, well. Joseph that was his 19th career interception. Do we have a play call that doesn't result in a sack for this? Well, if you want a guaranteed non-sack, then that is what we call a check down or a screen or a run. But look, against this defense, you're gonna have to take risks. I would not be surprised. Actually, you know what would be a great play call right now? Hook and ladder. Get the hook and ladder going again. That'd be a great call right now. That'd be a fantastic call right now. Give me a little quick throw to Amon-Ra, throw it back to JMO. Goff in shotgun, Montgomery the back to his left. Bunch formation, nope. Khalif Raymond's going to motion right. 3rd and 14 now. He's going to motion back to Goff's left. Blitz coming. Goff throws it outside. It is caught by Khalif Raymond. Short of the sticks. He'll gain about 6 yards. Very acrobatic catch. And the Lions will line up for a long field goal here. Great catch by Khalif, honestly. Great catch. So 4th down. Jake Bates lining the kick up. It'll be about it's either long 40s or low 50s. 48-yard attempt for Bates. Come on, Jake. Snap away, hold down. Bates' kick is up and through. Right down the middle. And the Lions take the lead. So, not exactly what you want off a turnover, but certainly not horrible. Oh my lord. I hate the NFL. We got a commercial break through the quarter, then a throw to Khalif Raymond, and then a field goal, and we're back in commercial. 2 plays we got, and we're back in commercial. 5 people in here. Feel free to like and subscribe and come chat with Fleeting and I. That's unbelievable, man. That is so frustrating. All right. Well, is what it is, I guess. Man, the Giants are taking it to the Chargers a little bit. All right. All right, all right, all right. I guess in the meantime, I will be right back because I forgot to prepare some. Yeah, just in case Jameson scores. Hopefully, I get to use that later. We'll see. Need a Jameson Williams touchdown. For that, is Jackson Dart the one? I have a buddy who's a Broncos fan who is very invested in the Giants' success right now. Please throw it to Malik Neighbors, actually. Please. Pretty please. All right. Lions lining up to kick it away. Jake Bates. Can we get a good kickoff? Can we get a good squib? Bates? Nope, he's just going to send it deep. Lined at the goal line, at least. Lands in the end zone. And that'll be a touchback up to the 35-yard line. Man, these touchbacks are crazy. The fact that offenses now are routinely starting at the 35 or 40, it's certainly driving scoring up. I'll give the NFL that, but is that what you really want? It makes any good defensive performance that much more impressive, honestly. As the Browns getting set to start their third possession. Flacco under center, Judkins the back. Flacco going to take the snap. He's going to fake it to Judkins. Under pressure, dumps it off to Judkins. It's a screen. Judkins has a lot of room to run. He's going to pick up a first down and more. That is going to be a gain of 15. Thrown out of bounds by Jack Campbell. Dude, Derek Barnes got put in prison there by the right guard. That was a beautifully executed screen by the Browns. A little bit of holding on Pat O'Connor, but it doesn't matter. He didn't turn the corner enough. Flacco in shotgun. Dylan Sampson lined up to his right. He motions out. Flacco under pressure. He's going to get hit. He's going to get sacked. Aiden Hutchinson. There's that man. That's what we were waiting for. If you want to leave Hutch one-on-one with your tackle, that is what is going to happen. The first real rep that they've left Hutchinson one-on-one, and he torches the right tackle Lucas for an easy sack. And that's going to back the Browns up. Let's go. Pew, 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 pew. Love that, Sally. Aiden Hutchinson, in his last 10 games, has 14 and a half sacks. As Flacco in the gun, back lined up to his left, running out of time. He ran out of time. The play clock is expired. And there is a flag down. We're going to get them for a delay a game after that. They do not call a timeout. It is going to be 2nd and 21. Lovely. Lovely. As Eric Schlitt put it on Twitter, blocking Hutchinson with only one offensive lineman is a choice. I mean, you could do the Lions' own strategy of just not blocking the star defender at all, like with Myles Garrett. We could try that. Third penalty of the game on the Browns. Flacco in the gun with two guys like kind of into chip. Njoku get it. Nope, Hutchinson. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Hutchinson was blocked only by Njoku. So I was right. They did block him with no one, which is really funny, actually, the timing on that. Except Hutchinson beat Njoku so cleanly that he thought it was a screen. Hutchinson was like, this was too easy. He literally was like, that was too easy. 3rd and 21 now. All right, Hutch. Sick 'em, boy. Sick 'em. Lions have a weird overload on the right side going. Flacco in the gun. Gonna take the snap. Flacco. Time. Throws it. Deep left side. It is incomplete. DJ Reed with a great pass breakup on Jerry Jeudy. That's what I expect from DJ Reed. That is what I expect. Don't give me none of this beating him deep downfield. No, that's what I expect. Stop him, incomplete pass, get your hands on the football. Wow. Oh my, what a disgusting, oh my lord. What a route by Jerry Jeudy that featured 2 double moves, a quad move. He faked a stutter step fake out, kept going, then broke out as the punt is away, and DJ Reed stayed with him through all of that as Khalif Raymond fields the punt at his own 13. Raymond, stop moving laterally. Stop it. 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 He loses a yard on the punt return. I've had enough of Khalif Raymond running east-west on punts, on punt returns. Just put your head down, go forward. I don't care if you only gain 2 yards. Better to gain 2 than lose 2. And you've been playing with so much fire on these returns, man. I'm almost ready to see Dominic Lovett at this point. I'm almost ready to see Dominic Lovett. As we've got 7 people in here, feel free to like and subscribe, people. And come hang out in the chat. Feel free to... Come on, people. I know you're there. Come chat. Come talk with us. Come talk with us. This is what it's all about, man. This is what the idea of these streams is all about. We're building a little community here. I know we're small channel right now, but we're building. I would love to look back on this in like a year or 2 and have a consistent 30, 40 people in here. Doesn't have to be a lot, but like let's just get people that are like let's make a little community for ourselves here. Isn't Meeks active today? I believe he is. He was elevated. So let me check the inactives, but I believe he is active. Although Meeks is not a special teamer. I should advise. He is not a special teamer. The Lions inactives were Oh, look at that. All right. Some hockey news that I'm going to have to go over later, but that's not relevant right now. Man, how many tweets have been fired off? I just want to see the dang inactives. The Lions inactives are Sione Vaki, Zach Cunningham, Kingsley Aguakon, Chris Smith, and Makai Wingo. I'm shocked Makai Wingo isn't in the lineup more. I'm shocked. Hutchinson after this play. Did he get hurt? He might have rolled his ankle. Hold on. Sorry, there's too much going on. All right, Lions offense back out from their own 15. Goff in shotgun. Gibbs lined up to his right, man in motion at St. Brown. Looping back around to the right. It is a give to Gibbs. Up the middle. Gibbs makes a man miss. Gibbs up to the 30. Up to the 35. Gibbs up near the 40. Big run by Jahmyr Gibbs. There's that running game for you, Fleeting. There's that run game. Gibbs has been explosive so far today. A little counter by the Lions. Oh my lord, Gibbs is disgusting. What a move. What a move. Gibbs, 4 rushes for 43 yards and a touchdown between the tackles. Exactly. See what happens when Gibbs gets blocking, man? 11, 25, 24, 23, 22 to go, and that is a jump. Nope, they're called false start. Dang it. I was hopeful. Brock Wright with the false start. Oh, well. Hey, Bijan got a touchdown for me. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I will take that. All right. Goff and shotgun. Gibbs lined up to his right. 1st and 15 from their own 34, and another false start. Taylor Decker this time. Dude, get it together, offensive line. I guess the last one's on Brock Wright, to be fair. But Mahogany has a false start now. Decker has a false start. Yeah, Decker, you own that. That was on you. Why are we having pre-snap issues at home? I have no idea. So Goff and shotgun, back lined up to his right again. 1st and 20 this time from their own 29. Dig yourselves out of this hole, boys. Goff, quick throw outside to Amon-Ra St. Brown. St. Brown gonna try to break a tackle. He's gonna fall forward for a gain of 7. On the quick screen. Sorry, 6, according to the broadcast. Shut up, broadcast. Khalif Raymond with a great block there. Laporta as well. It was 3-on-3, so had to make someone miss. He didn't. Oh, he picked up 8. Yeah, shut up, broadcast. 6 yards. Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting mad at the broadcast for no reason, by the way. Anyways, Goff and shotgun. Gibbs lined up to his right. 2nd and 12 now. Goff. Amon-Ra in motion up top. Goff takes a snap. Goff looking. Chucks it downfield. And nope. If Goff wasn't pressured there, that was a touchdown for JMO. JMO had a man beat. But the defensive line got too much pressure. Garrett working on Decker and the guard coming up the middle. If Goff had a clean pocket, that's a touchdown every time. If he had half a second more, that's a touchdown. 3rd and 12 now. Bad situation for the offense. 9:57 to go. St. Brown in motion. Goff back lined up to his left. Goff it's a screen pass to Gibbs, but he gets no blocking. I saw 2 blockers out in front, and I saw 0 defenders blocked on that play, which is not what you want to see on a screen. And the Lions will punt. So 4th and 10 now. Oh well. We dug ourselves out of the end zone. Hopefully Fox can pin them deep. Please, Mr. Fox. Snap is away. Low snap, but Fox gets it. Punts it. Inside the 15. It'll be fielded at the 7-yard line. Very good punt by Jack Fox, at least. Carl Popowski in the chat saying, I see the Lions' offensive line inconsistency issues are back again in this game. I would push back and just remind the Browns are the best defense in football right now, and their defensive line is insane. So it's not the same issue. Like, this is just the Lions have to, like, they're going to give up pressure in this game. This is not going to be the same as the last 2 weeks where the Lions were basically flawless in pass protection. Like, the Browns are going to get pressure. Myles Garrett's the best defender in football, and they've got Malik Collins and Mason Graham who have been fantastic on that D-line. Like, the Lions are going up against a legitimately elite defensive line. So, yes, inconsistency, but brace yourself for the Browns to find some success rushing the passer. They like the Browns are 4th in the league with an average time to pressure of like 2.5 seconds in the league right now. And they had multiple I think they had 3 defenders that were over a 20% win rate last week. So just be aware of that. But I hate the false starts a lot. Alrighty. We killed our drive, but flags are not from pressure. Holds, I understand, but pre-snap. The pre-snap, absolutely. That's a mess. I don't know what Like the Mahogany one, he was just reacting, and that's kind of a little bit different of a false start. It was still a penalty, but a little bit different. The Brock Wright and Taylor Decker ones back to back, inexplicable. I have no idea what that was. That's inexcusable. Decker like immediately was like, "That's my bad," because Decker, it's not as bad as like Jawan Taylor, but Decker kind of false starts every play. Like he toes that line of false starting every play where he tries to time the snap. I guess most tackles do, but Decker is a little bit more on that line of false start, not false start than most guys. So Decker's going to get got every now and again. Brock Wright, no excuse. That's just bad. All right. Flacco now working from inside his own 10 down. Oh, they gave him the 8. All right. Flacco in pistol with a back lined up in the backfield. That's Dylan Sampson, I believe, man in motion. They're going to give it to Sampson, who has got a lot of defenders near him. He's going to get met for a loss, a big loss of 3. Tyleek Williams in on that stop with Brian Branch. Wow. That was the best run defense rep the Lions have had all season. They're only going to credit him with a loss of 2 on that play, which is shocking. Timothy Henry in the chat, the difference is our young defense will wear down that offensive line in the second half. I sure hope so. We'll see. I mean, Hutchinson alone will probably wear down the tackles, so. And Al-Qadin also has a relentless motor, so that's nice to see. Flacco in shotgun back lined up to his left. It's Sampson again. Flacco takes the snap. He's going to look right, going to throw right. It is knocked away by Amik Robertson working on the big tight end Harold Fannin. Amik Robertson covering a tight end is honestly not a lovely sight, but that great rep there. As Hutchinson got... That was a low block by the left tackle on Hutchinson there. That was a low block. Is what it is, though. As we got a couple more people in here, feel free to like and subscribe, people. As we got a 3rd and 12 for the Browns. Hey, guys. You smell that? I smell a safety. I smell a safety. 5 on the play clock. 4. Flacco alone in shotgun. Lions showing pressure. Flacco takes the snap. Flacco under pressure. Just going to have to dump it off to Harold Fannin, who's going to get wrapped up by the... No, he's not. Oh, my Lord. Did he get there? No, they're going to rule him short. Jack Campbell and Alex Anzalone nearly blew that. But they do get the stop. 4th and... Woo! Almost gave it up. That was a little bit too... a little bit too close. For you guys that were watching the Monday game, you remember at the end of the game when... who was it? Justice Hill on the 3rd and 26 on the final drive broke like 4 tackles and like a little bit of trauma there. As the punt is, the snap is back and the punt is away. Khalif Raymond back to field it. Can we get a good return for the love of God? Nope, that is going to be out of bounds. And the Lions will get the ball back at their own 40, 41, something like that. Great 3 and out. Great job by the defense. That was actually a disgusting stiff arm by Fannin. And Anzalone just kind of flew by. Anzalone was useless on that, but great job by Jack Campbell to stay with it. Loving this cast. This broadcast? Me? Thank you. Thank you, Timothy. Glad to have you here. Fleeting saying, need more TDs? Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love another touchdown. I mean, you're starting from the 40. Let's get points here. And let's keep the run game going, but we need to have a better drive. All right, let's check in around the rest of the NFL, shall we? The Eagles are already up 21-3 on the Bucks. All right. Jeez, can Tampa Bay learn how to pass the ball? Throw it to Mecca Igbuka, please. Patriots are up 14-6 on the Panthers. Real barn burner out there. Giants up 10-3 on the Chargers. I got to check in on my fantasy teams. I'm in tough in a few of these leagues. Doing good in a few, doing bad in a few. Stupid Jalen Warren. Stupid inactive, because where I live, the game started at like 7:30 in the morning, and there was no way I was going to wake up at 7 to set my lineup. So I was like, oh, Warren is expected to play. It'll be fine. Guess who was a surprise inactive? Unbelievable. Lions rush offense so far averaging 7.3 a pop, only on 6 carries though, so would love to see more. No more flags? I would love if there were no more flags. There can be flags as long as they're on the defense. As Cedric Tillman is walking to the locker room, that is not a good sight for the Browns offense, who is already not exactly deep at wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy and his band of merry men out there. Oy. Getting a highlight pack of Myles Garrett, who's been disruptive. He's been disruptive. Decker is having a time with him. He also beat Sewell once. Sewell's done all right against him, but that one rep, He's not on the field right now, though, so let's take advantage. 7:36 to go in the second quarter. Can I see the offensive formation, please? Broadcast, I don't care about this. Goff under center with Gibbs lined up in the backfield. A lot of players in the box for the Browns. Goff. Looks like 8 in the box. Goff going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Gibbs, who's going to get met immediately for a loss of 2. Loses his helmet. The Browns had 8 defenders in the box, and they jumped that snap perfectly. The Lions had no hope on that play. No hope. That was brutal. Montgomery in the game now. Gibbs checking out of the game after that 2-yard loss. I don't know why Goff looked at that 8 versus 6 matchup and was like, let's do it. Whoops. Montgomery in the backfield now. Goff under center once again. Goff going to give it to Montgomery off the right side. He's going nowhere. That's a gain of 0. There's that Browns defensive line. Seems like the Browns D-line has woken up. Their run defense has woken up. And Garrett's going to check back in. Is Garrett not healthy? Is he not healthy? I'm shocked he's not playing pretty much every snap. I mean, he didn't have to there, so that helps. Goff in shotgun. Montgomery lined up to his left. Garrett versus Sewell on this play with a chip. Goff looking deep down the left side, looking for Jameson Williams. No, J-Mo! Dropped it in the bucket, and Williams dropped it. Ah, you bastard. J-Mo, man, you had it. Ugh. Dude. He turned his head around tracking the football. He lost it in the air, found it again, but I guess not enough because he put his hands out and it hit him in like the wrists. He didn't even get his hands on it. It just hit him in the wrists and then the hands, and he bobbled it. Punt is away, by the way. It'll be returned at it's fumbled! And that is recovered by the Browns. The returner ran into his own teammate and muffed it, but the Browns fall back on top of it. Tesla was in the area. Grant Stewart was in the area. Looks like a Browns player got injured on the play. Oh, actually, he muffed it without his teammate interfering much at all, actually. But he fell on it. J-Mo, you can't drop those. I'm sure Lions fans are going to react rationally to that, right? All right, Flacco under center. Oh, now we don't get commercials after I complained about it. Flacco under center. He's going to give it to the back Judkins, who is going to push forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4. The drop war horrible. Yeah. Yep. Hate to see drops. And that's why I love Amon-Ra so much, is because you hit him in the hands, it's never going to be dropped. That's why I've liked Tesla so much. You hit Tesla in the hands, he's not going to drop it. J-Mo? Come on, man. You should be better than that by now, JMO. Come on. 2nd and 7 for the Browns from their own 22. 5:20, 19, 18 to go. Judkins motions to Flacco's left. Fannin now motions over to the right. Flacco going to take the snap and hand it off to Judkins, who's going to crash back out to the left side. Bounces outside. Judkins going to pick up a first down. And that is a direct result of Aiden Hutchinson crashing too far inside. A little too aggressive, Hutch. Dial it back. Dial it back. So first down Browns up to the 32, 33. Good run by Judkins. Judkins is very good. He's very good. He's had some success in the first half so far. Not the most, but some. 1st and 10 now. Flacco under center. Strong formation. It's going to be a pass play, though. Flacco under pressure. Throws it left side. It is picked! It's picked! DJ Reed picks it up. He's up and running. Inside the 15-10. Down at the 6. DJ Reed with an interception. No flags? No flags. There was a lot of contact out there with Jerry Jeudy, and Jeudy is livid. But as it stands, that is DJ Reed's first career, or not first. As it stands, that is DJ Reed's first interception as a Lion. Did he make the catch? Hold on. Good pressure on by the Lions there. And that is... Oh, what a catch by Reed! And that's a pick, and the Lions are in the red zone. Oh, man, that's... Woo! That's a lot of contact. That's a lot of contact. 1st and goal for the Lions. And Kirby Joseph is down on the play. Not good. That's not good. Ooh. Joseph is on his feet now. No, Kirby. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. Kirby's been nursing a knee injury for a while now, so he might have re-aggravated it. It's okay. It's okay. This is why we have 2 good safeties. And also, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. But that's not great. Not what you want to see. Hopefully, Kirby can walk off under his own power. Very impressive interception. Yeah, that's a crazy interception by DJ Reed. He basically squeezed it with one hand against his helmet. All right. Oh, hopefully Kirby's okay, man. I hope he's okay. Please be okay. Call stands. It's an interception for Reed. Booth review in our favor. I mean, to be fair, it was a catch. Look at this catch again. Reed gets it with one hand and squeezes it against his helmet and then gets the second hand under to help him secure it. What an unbelievable interception by DJ Reed. Again, his first as a Lion, and he gets up, runs it back. And this is the run back. Joseph. Yeah, I think he just landed on his bad knee. I think. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he's able to return. 1st and goal for the Lions, though. 4:26 to go in the first half. I would just have Joseph sit out the rest of the half, and then we could check back in later. 1st and goal now. Montgomery the back. Goff going to line up in shotgun. Come on, boys. I can't believe the Jets let the Lions have the real CB1. Yeah, exactly, Ethan. Goff and shotgun. Montgomery lined up to his right. Goff going to take the snap, gives it to Montgomery, straight up the middle. Montgomery right into the teeth of that defense, churning his legs, gets pushed forward for a gain of 3 down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal now for the Lions following that Reed interception. We'll see what happens with Kirby, but down to 4, 3:59, 3:58, 3:57 to go for those who want to sync up their broadcast. Goff under center, Montgomery the back. Bunch to his left. Man in motion is Brock right. Goff gives it to Montgomery straight up the middle again. He's going nowhere. That might be a gain of, might have gained half a yard, but it's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 2. We need to find a fit that works for our CB2. Well, Terrion should be that, but he just, I don't know what happened between training camp and now. The beat reporters weren't lying, but whatever progress he showed in training camp just hasn't been there. So for now, Amik. Amik has shown he can play at a high level. So put Amik out there, have Terrion play nickel sets. That's what I would do. Amon are lined up at tight end for a second. 3rd and goal. Goff under center. Montgomery's still the back. Tesla in motion. Goff going to fake it to Montgomery. Throws it to a wide open Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that is a touchdown. Lions with 3 to go in the first half. And the Lions take a 2-possession lead. Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, great. Malik Neighbors is hurt. Well, one of my fantasy teams is dead. There goes one of them. Whatever. Do we have any word on Kirby? Head straight into the locker room as Jake Bates' extra point is up and through. So the Lions are now up by 10 points. Is that centered? Roughly. The MetLife Field claims another victim, dude. Unbelievable. That is just such a beautiful design. Anytime Amon-Ra St. Brown is left alone in the end zone, it's not even just the defense screwed up, which they did, but that's just great play design. We got 6 people in here right now. Feel free to like and subscribe as we are hunting down 300. We are 1 away. We're at 299. We need 1 more. 1 more, people, to get to 300. Come on. We can do it. We can do it, people. I mean, by the end of the day, we should hit it. Which, 300. Nice little mini milestone number 3. Can we get this guy 1 more sub? We're trying, Fleeting. We're trying. I will say, it was like, there's 7 of you in here. 1 person. I just need 1 of you to like and subscribe. As Jake Bates is lining up to kick it away. I will say, it was like, at the end of August, I just hit 200. So we gained like 100 in a month as the kick is fielded at the Browns 3, returned up to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it'll be tackled at the 34 by Grant Stewart and Derek Barnes. We've had a lot of growth in the last month. And I'm not oblivious. Obviously, a channel like this is going to grow a lot slower than most channels. But if like the goal is like 500 by the end of the year. Like by the end of like the physical, like by January 1st, 500. So 200 through the winter months here. Seems feasible. Like I said, we're just going to build a little Lions community out here. As Flacco is under center with Judkins in the backfield. Flacco takes the snap, gives it to Judkins, who's going to bounce it. Oh, I thought he was going to bounce upside. No, outside, goes up the middle for a gain of 2. Hutchinson has got to be careful with crashing too far inside on all these runs, man. Like, come on. We got to be better than that, Hutch. Guts to be better, as Judkins going to come out of the game now. I don't know. Avonte Maddox in at safety, by the way. So Kirby Joseph is in the locker room. We'll see if he comes out for the second half, but Avonte Maddox is the second safety. Jerome Ford, the back. Judkins is coming out a lot too. Anyways, Flacco under center. Lions showing pressure. They're sending a little bit of pressure. Flacco dumps it off to Harold Fannin, who stiff arms Amik Robertson, falls forward through 3 defenders, near a first down, but there is a flag down. Hutchinson was in the backfield. I don't know if he got held. He got held. Thanks, Hutch. That'll do. Aiden Hutchinson just dips under the tackle Lucas and draws a holding. Like, that is picture perfect. I don't think he would have got the sack anyways because Flacco got it out, but 2nd and 18 now instead of 3rd and 1. Big difference. Oh, and they're saying we hit the 2-minute warning. All right. 2-minute warning, I guess. Lions up by 10 so far. We will tune into Red Zone for halftime. And yeah, so far so good. After a bad start to the game, basically, essentially a 3-and-out and giving up a touchdown. But since then, it's been all Lions. Couple of turnovers, couple of touchdowns, and a field goal. Ads winning. I think the ads are winning. I don't know if you meant yeah, whatever. Anyways, checking in around the league. The Saints! Hold on. Hold on, people. The New Orleans Saints are in the red zone with a chance to take the lead in Buffalo at the 2-minute warning. What is happening there? What on earth? Shout out Keandre Miller. Bills, man. Never cease to amaze. Patriots in the red zone again with a chance to take another lead. And, oh, Travion Henderson got a touchdown. Well, there goes any trade proposals I had for him. Boo. Good time to be a Wandale owner, by the way, in fantasy. Now that Malik is down. Although he's done nothing so far. Can Bijan do more? I just need more, man. I need more. What city are you broadcasting in? I live in Canada. I live in Western Canada. So, I don't know if you guys can hear my ads, but if you can hear them, that's why they might be different than what you got. What are our cousins in the North doing, the Saints? Our cousins in the North? Shout out the Saints though, man. If this dude, could you imagine if the Saints even just kept it close against the Bills? That would be mighty impressive on the road. But the Saints got killed by Seattle last week, so I don't really blame them for coming out with like you would expect a better effort. But man, that would be so funny. That would be so funny. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 10 for the Browns. Joe Flacco in shotgun. Back lined up to his right. That doesn't look like a back, actually. As Flacco looking to throw, it is a little screen to Njoku, and Jack Campbell with an unbelievable tackle to stuff that for a gain of 1, maybe 2. We leave a key to our dome under the mat for the Bills to use in bad snowstorms. Yep. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Dude, that game when the Bills had to play in Detroit, remember that game in the streak? It was the Bills were the first team to, or like the most recent team to win back-to-back games in Ford Field because the Lions had lost so many in a row. That was crazy. 3rd and 16 for the Browns. Now Flacco in shotgun, back lined up to his right. Hutchinson, sick 'em, boy. Flacco takes the snap. Lions do a stunt. Njoku over the middle. He's going to get crushed by Brian Branch. And it'll be 4th down. No! Hutchinson is down. No. No. Okay, he's running off. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. What happened here? So Hutchinson on a stunt, runs up the middle. Jerome Ford just shoulder checked him. Was it his hip? Charlie horse? I don't know. Regardless, the Lions have to use a second timeout because of injury timeout. And they'll get the ball back with a minute to go. Browns punt is away. Raymond returns it at his own 17 and loses a yard. He goes backwards and loses a yard. Okay, well, all eyes are on. So Kirby Joseph already down in this game. All eyes are on Aiden Hutchinson now. The only Joseph was like the only one who stayed healthy all of last year. He's been fiddling with his hand wrist all quarter. I don't know if that was. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know exactly what that was, but he's chatting on the sideline. He seems okay. I'm thinking it was either shoulder or hip because he got hit in the shoulder, so maybe just like popped something or maybe took something in the hip. I don't know exactly what happened. Looks to be okay. Never scare me like that again, Hutch. Never scare me like that again. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Goff in shotgun, back lined up to his left. Garrett is dangerously close to the neutral zone, by the way. He jumped! That's a free play. That is a free play. Goff, deep downfield. JMO doesn't even turn his head around. JMO! Get it together. Flag down. As Garrett jumps offside. Hey, what did I say? He was dangerously close to the neutral zone. You see, Garrett saw Hutch get a sack earlier. He's like, I want one too. So 1st and 5, 50 seconds left. The Lions only have a single timeout, so we can maybe get another field goal. We'll see. Ennis Rakestraw just tweeted, almost had a heart attack. Me too, Ennis. Me too. Khalif Raymond in motion. Goff takes the snap. Looking right. Throws it to Khalif Raymond, who is going to get out of bounds for a 1st down with 46 seconds to go. JMO, get it together? Seriously, man. Seriously, Natsu. Yeah, I feel your pain. I have no idea what JMO's doing. A brutal drop. Like, the type of drop you can't have. The type of drop he was making his 2nd year when things hit rock bottom before he got it together. And you got to turn your head around. You got to be aware. Goff and shotgun, Gibbs lined up to his left from their own 26. Takes the snap. Looking. Deep down the middle. It is caught. Sam Laporta over midfield to the 47. Get up and spike it. Get up and spike it. The Lions pushing for field goal range now. 30 seconds to go. 32, 31, 30. They're not going to spike it. They're just going to run a play. 28, 27, 26. Goff takes the snap. Looking to the right side. Caught by Amon-Ra. Out of bounds at the 40.5 yard line. Great catch by Laporta. Second and 4 now. 21 seconds to go. If you could get one more throw out of bounds and then honestly just run it to set up a 40-yard field goal, that'd be great. Goff from the 40. Yeah, from about the 40. Amon-Ra in motion, takes the snap. Goff steps up, throws it deep downfield. JMO was, I'm not, okay, that one JMO was just put in a box. That was great coverage. Great coverage. Good. I respect the effort, but great coverage. As Myles Garrett, Decker did a good job keeping him to the outside. What's going on between JMO and Goff? I think Goff is just taking chances. Sometimes when you take chances, it's not, I don't think there's anything wrong with the connection. There was the one earlier that Goff would have hit him, but he got affected by the pressure. That time, that's great coverage. Goff, 0 sacks. I swear he got sacked earlier. Goff takes the snap, looking. Gonna throw it, lofts it to the outside, incomplete. 4th down. So, Suddenly, this is going to be like a 58-yard field goal. That is not a gimme. He attempted a 67 last week. Had the distance, just not the accuracy. We know Bates can hit this. It's just got to hit it down the middle. 12 seconds to go in the half. If he does not get this, the Browns are going to have a chance to get a field goal of their own. They'll have a chance. 58-yard attempt for Bates. Snap good, hold good, kick is up. It is... Oh, it curves back inside. Last second. Wow. I don't know if you guys know the mythos of the Ford Field for kickers. Weird things happen in this stadium. That ball just that was doing some weird stuff in the air, but it goes through the uprights, and that is all that matters. Natsu saying Vikings losing to Aaron Rodgers was too sweet. I was a little sketched out because it was like 21-7 or something, and I looked down at the end of the game. I was like, oh, they almost came back. But yeah, shout out the Steelers for doing us a favor, and hopefully the Cowboys can do us a favor tonight. I don't care if the Raiders do us a favor or not, but all right. So 20-7 for the Lions now. All right. 8 seconds to go in the half. Bates, the kick is away. It is fielded at the 10, up to the 15, 20, 25, 30, tackled at the 32. Dan is pissed at the offense. I mean, I think he's fired up because he can see what we can see. The Lions have been fine. They've been perfectly fine, but a DJ Reed interception kind of bailed them a little bit. The down-to-down execution between the 20s has not been there. It just hasn't been there. There's been, as the Browns are going to kneel this thing out. Flacco, under center, takes a knee. We go into halftime with the game 20-7 for the Lions. We're now going to switch over to red zone for a couple of minutes before we get to the second half. But yeah, Dan's pissed at the offense because he can see what we can see, right? Like, if the execution isn't there, that's a coaching thing. That's when the coaching staff is going to get on you. If it's schematic, then we can complain about John Morton. When it's execution, that's more on Dan Campbell, because Dan Campbell is the one who is supposed to get the players dialed in on the details, dialed in to do their job, all that. So I would fully expect that the offense is a little bit cleaner in the second half, but obviously the Browns are a good defense, man. And the fact that we've put up 20 on them so far is good. I said in my preview on Friday that it might be a game where the first to 20 wins. If the offense could not score another point, and they might win. The defense should be fine. The Browns don't have a special offense, so if you blow a 13 point, the Packers got in trouble because obviously Jordan Love threw a brutal interception that, as the Bucks are trying a long field goal, did that go through? How long was that? Was that 65? How long of a field goal was that by the Bucks? 65 yards. Wow, what a kick by Chase McLaughlin. Anyways, I shouldn't that is absolutely incredible, man. But for the Lions offense, I fully expect them to be cleaner, but yeah, the defense needs to... This needs to be a defense bring the game home sort of day. By the way, seeing Hutchinson out there on the final snap, very good sign. Herbert throws it down to Huge. Not going to get there, though. Gets in a field goal range, but the Giants taking it to him. Bates put a swerve on that kick. Ties a career long. I believe he tied it. That's from the Texans game. He got his other 58-yarder, right? All right. The Patriots are inside their own 5. The Chargers are moving down the field. Oh, near safety for the Panthers. It's 28-6 for the Patriots. Jeez. As Herbert, is that a free play? I think it's a free play. It's intercepted, but oh well, that happens. BRB, need to grab lunch? Go for it, man. Go for it. See you after halftime. We've still got a couple people in here. Feel free to like and subscribe. People, we're one away from 300. A single one. So someone, come on. What else we got? What else we got going on? For those of you who don't know, the Pain and Drain Show, my podcast, has been popping off lately. We had our last episode after the Bears game, 700 plays on Spotify. Fantastic. We had people from Woodward Sports reaching out, being like, "Hey, like the show." So that's cool. That's really cool. Patriots run it again. Ramondre, can you fumble? I cannot believe McLaughlin made that so casually. Like, that's insane, actually. Ooh. Bill Krosky only played 3 snaps in the first half. What is it, Chris Rodriguez half or something? Who's been the main back? Yep. They just haven't run the ball that much, though. All in all, oh, the Saints blew it? No! What happened to the Saints? How did they blow that? No! Chris Olave threw a pick? Why is Chris Olave... Oh, my Lord, Chargers! What a throw by Herbert, and Quentin Johnston gets in the end zone. Wow! Wow, wow, wow. Shout out Drake London for actually doing things and so far. Love to see that. Has Marks taken over for Chubb fully at this point? What's the split like? It's 6-0 Texans. Yeah, Marks has taken over. Let's go, baby. Guess who picked him up last week? Wow, what a throw by Herbert. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Cedric Tillman has been ruled out for the rest of the game with a hamstring injury for the Browns. That is relevant. That is very, very relevant. Do we have any word on Kirby? Any word at all? Woo! Browns had 88 yards on their opening possession touchdown drive. They have 45 before the kneel, so 44 after that. Pretty good. Pretty good. The Lions, both the Lions and Browns are 2 for 7 on third down. Don't love it. Total net yards, Lions $164, Browns $132. Browns have had more offensive plays. Average play 4.4 versus 5.9 for the Lions. And a couple of turnovers. So, all in all, that's all right. Do we have any word? Please tell me there's something on Kirby Joseph. Please tell me. Kirby. Please. Please. We've got the Twitter doctors on the case. I don't know how real this will, or how accurate this is, but concern for left knee PCL, same knee that was bothering him in preseason. If it's PCL, tough to return today, but should not be long term. Best case, simple contusion. He's questionable. It is a knee injury. So Knee sprain, maybe. Honestly, I trust the Lions defense to be fine without him. I trust the defense. I think we'll be all right. Is that Marks? No, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb's wearing 21. That's disgusting. But the Texans are into the second half. So on Saturday, Lions safety coach Jim O'Neill said on Kirby Joseph said he's fighting some stuff, and I give him a lot of credit. It's more just him warming up in the proper way. Once he gets there, he's good to go. So we're just being smart, but he's being a pro about it, and he's taking care of himself, so he's good. All right. I trust it. I trust it. Go, Panthers, go! As that half ends. Do do do. Do 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 do. 28-6 for the Patriots at half. Woo! All right, how long has it been since halftime? I need my football back. I need my football back. We still have like 8 minutes. I'm so impatient. Look at Nick Chubb go. Look at this man, so inspirational. Whoa! CJ Stroud, under center. Gonna give it to Woody Marks. Marks bounces outside. Marks inside the 40. Down to the 36. What a run by Marks. Shout out. Shout out that guy. I need Woody Marks to keep going. Oh my. Did I see that highlight right? Jeffrey Simmons sacked CJ Stroud like that on a play earlier in that game. As Marks is going to get near first down. Oh my lord. If I could take anyone from the AFC South at this point, it might be Jeffrey Simmons. No, that's a lie. It'd be Will Anderson. No, that's a lie. It'd be Derek Stingley. No, it'd be Will Anderson. Anderson and Hutch will be cool. But Stroud going to give it to Marks again. And oh my lord, Jeffrey Simmons. Okay, maybe it should have been Jeffrey Simmons. Jeez, that dude's unbelievable. That's funny. Alrighty. Alrighty. Please. Field goals up and no good for the Texans there. Back in the game is not as close as I thought it would be. We need to stop them here. Yeah. Yep, pretty much. I mean, if the Lions get a stop to open the second half and then get a touchdown preferably, like if you go up 27-7, yeah, it's game. I don't expect that'll happen, but if there's any team that will run up the score on a bad team, it is the Detroit Lions. So if the Browns, Flacco's thrown 2 picks already, if he wants to keep giving us picks, if Hutchinson wants to get a couple, honestly, I'm looking more for the pass rush. If Hutch is going to have a chance at Defensive Player of the Year, he's going to have to get more sacks, because for as much as sacks are not the best stat in the world, at this, they still matter to the casual fan and the casual voter. So I want to see Hutch the rest of this game, and then next week against Cincinnati. Those are 2 games that I want to see Hutch rack up some sacks. Like if he can, there's 3 halves of football in those 2 games to play. one more against Cleveland, and then the 2 against Cincy. In those 3 halves, give me 3 sacks. 1 per half. And that'd be good for him. He's got 3 sacks so far this season now. 3 sacks in 4 games, which is good. And if he gets 3 more, then that'd be 6 in 5 games. That'd be very good. But 3 sacks is perfectly fine. The real story, though, is obviously win the game. Please, for the love of God, no injuries. Just stay healthy. Whatever the cost, stay healthy. Please, please, please. All right, we gotta be close to the end of halftime. I'll turn the proper game back on. Sorry, Red Zone. Thank you for your service. Probably got 2-3 minutes. Do. Oh no, Jackson Dart is hurt. Jackson Dart got hurt. No. Are we back? Wow, did I time that perfectly? I did time that perfectly. So we're going to start the second half now. Wow, that was actually perfect. All right, Browns getting set to take over again on offense. I would love to see some... Do they bring back Moonball or Jameis? I would go Jameis. You cannot play Russ again. At least Jameis is fun, right? At least Jameis is fun. Russell stinks. Jake Bates. I really thought he was about to walk up and boot that away. Bates, the kick is now away. It is going to be fielded at the 1, up to the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Grant Stewart gonna make a great open field tackle at the 28. The special teams, much better so far. Much better. As we open the second half, Nair. We got 5 people in here. Feel free to come hang out in the chat, like, subscribe, all that. We're 1 away from 300. Someone subscribe for the love of God. Flacco under center. Judkins the back. Man motions in. Flacco going to give it to Judkins, who's going to run into a wall. And he'll circle around it and pick up 2. Man, I love Tyleik Williams. That dude's been fantastic against the run. Him and DJ Reader up the middle, you're not moving them. Like on first down, if you're going to run the ball, you don't run it up the middle because Reader and Tyleik will just take 4 blockers. They'll each take a double team and not move and just allow the linebackers to flow to the ball. 2nd and 8, Flacco and shotgun. Judkins lined up to his right. Man in motion, it's Fannin. It is a fake blitz coming. Under pressure, Flacco gets it away, and it's caught. Harold Fannin. What a throw by Flacco, honestly. Lots of pressure in there, and Branch had spectacular coverage. As Hutchinson gets another quarterback hit. Great catch by Fannin, great throw by Flacco, honestly. Unbelievable coverage by Branch. He couldn't have covered that any better. 1st and 10 now. Flacco under center. No, he's not. He's in pistol. My bad. He's going to give it to Judkins off the right side. Judkins, he's going to get met at the line for a gain of 1, but there is a flag down. DJ Reader calling for a hold. It looks like... holding. I'm pretty sure they called holding. No, it was picked up. No flag on the play. Hutch had a hand up. Yep. Oh, come on, Hutch. Get in the backfield. So 2nd and 9. All right, no flag, but it was a 1-yard gain. Judkins checks out of the game. Looks like he's in some discomfort on the sideline there. Flacco. Is he in shotgun or pistol? He's in shotgun. Back motions into the backfield. to his right. Flacco. Going to take the snap. Checks it down to the right. And Brian Branch blows that up, hitting Dylan Sampson, forcing an incompletion there. And it'll be 3rd and 9. Wow, dude. When Brian Branch gets going, that is a terrifying sight. I can only imagine, because I get super excited when I see Branch heading downhill on a play like that. So, Dylan Sampson, good for you for turning as you were trying to make a play on the ball, because you would have died. Flacco, 3rd and 9. He's in the gun. 13:05 to go in the third quarter. He's alone in shotgun. Oh, Hutchinson. Flacco takes the snap. Flacco under pressure. He's going to get hit and go down. And the ball's out. Recovered by the Lions. That is Lions football. There is a flag down, but that is a strip sack for Aiden Hutchinson as it stands. I swear to God that better not come back. You son of a gun! Who did it? Who did it? Brian Branch gets a holding, which negates a strip sack recovered by the Lions. I'll pick up my flag. Branch? Where was this? What are you doing, Branch? Man, that would have been such a good... That was the sack I wanted. That was a turnover I wanted. Everything I wanted on that play gets picked up or gets taken back because Branch. So now it's a first down for the Browns at their own 49. Unbelievable, man. Back lined up to Flacco's right. He's going to fake it to him. He's going to look down the right sideline. And that is going to be incomplete. Looking for Jerry Jeudy. DJ Reed in coverage. And Avonte Maddox over the top makes a nice play. Dude, I'm so mad about that. I'm so fired up about that. Good coverage by Reed. Good push off at the end by Jeudy. Like, sorry, not push off, but like good. I don't know how to word that because it was a push off, but in a legal way. Like the way he was kind of hand fighting gave him some separation. Man, Hutchinson got robbed. Branch, you suck. I hate you. You owe us a turnover. You owe me a Hutchinson sack now, damn it. Flacco under center, back lined up in the backfield. He's going to fake it to him. He's going to look down the right side again, and it is knocked away. Brian Branch almost got an interception. That would have been hysterical timing. That would have been hysterical. Move for separation. That's a great way to phrase that, Fleeting. A move for separation. That's what Jeudy did, and that's what it was. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad about that Hutch. I wanted the sack more than anything. I just want Hutch's Defensive Player of the Year candidacy to go well. Flacco alone in shotgun, 3rd and 10. Hey, Hutch. Let's get him this time. Flacco takes the snap. Under pressure. Hutchinson got in the backfield again, and that is going to be an incomplete. Derek Barnes in coverage on that play, going to force an incomplete. Well, there's another pressure for Hutchinson. Dude, Hutchinson is destroying this poor right tackle. Honestly, can the Cleveland Browns please help this poor man out? Because Hutchinson is just taking his lunch money every single snap as the Browns will punt. As the punt is away, Khalif Raymond back at his own 5 to return it. He's going to return it up to the 9 and get hit immediately, but at least he gained yards that time. Hutch is pissed. He should be, dude. I would go, if I'm Aiden Hutchinson, I'm going up to Brian Branch and slapping him upside the helmet. Like, you son of a gun, you took away my turnover. Kirby Joseph is not on the field, but he is jogging, walking, and hopping along the sideline with a trainer. Watching closely since the second half started. If I had to guess, I'm guessing Joseph is going to stay out of the game unless it becomes close. Like, if the Browns made it a one-possession game, I imagine he'd come back in. As long as the Lions are in control of the game, I imagine he won't. But, yeah. Hutchinson is having a day, though. Hutch has got to have at least like 6 or 7 pressures so far. Multiple QB hits, a sack. Like he's had a great game so far. Which is you expect, especially when um the Browns tackles are bad and they're missing one of them, I believe. You expect Hutch to dominate. However, it's still reassuring when he does. Because should dominate versus actually dominating are two different things. And Hutch is doing everything he needs to. So, that's that. I want the offense to move the ball. I want the run game to move the ball specifically. I would love a deep shot to JML, but I would really like the run game to get going here. That would be my ideal scenario here. Do 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 do. Would love a JMO touchdown too. But we're from the 10. I would love a touchdown drive that featured like 60 yards rushing. Because the Lions are currently have 46 on the ground. The honestly, the Lions only have like a buck 40 offensive yards anyways. So let's get the second, like, let's execute at a bit of a higher level. The Lions are capable of running the ball and finding success. But you got to do it. You got to actually follow through now. I would love to see some Tesla magic too. As the Lions get set to start this drive from their own 10. First down, Goff under center. Gibbs is the back. Man in motion is Brock Wright. Goff going to toss it to Jahmyr Gibbs off the right side. Going to cut back. Not a lot there. He's going to gain 0. Number 0 gains 0 because there was nothing there. Great defense, honestly. I'll give credit. It wasn't even a case of like a missed block or something. Browns just got off their blocks. We are not moving away from the run, but the defense is not soft yet. We shouldn't move away from the run. As Goff is going to hand it back to Gibbs, who's going to cut. He's going to bounce it outside. Jahmyr Gibbs going to pick up 6, 7, 8 yards there, and it'll make it 3rd and short. Great second effort by Gibbs, who ran into a wall up the middle, but stayed on his feet and was able to bounce that outside for a nice gain. So 3rd and 2, now the playbook is open. You can either run it for a couple yards, quick throw, play action. Everything is at play. In play, rather. Goff in shotgun with Gibbs lined up to his right. He's going to give it to Gibbs straight up the middle. Gibbs going to go up the middle for a gain of 5. First down. Oh, sorry. I forgot the gun motion. That's a flag now. They're going to flag me behind the screen. I guess first down. There we go. That's what we can do. 1st and 10 Lions from their own 24, roughly. I want to say. Goff under center from their own 22, sorry. Gibbs is still the back. Goff, man in motion, is Raymond. He's going to give it to Gibbs again. He's going to cut back up the middle and get dragged down by his horse collar. I wasn't sure, but a flag does come in. Personal foul? Give it to me. Horse collar. Face mask? Horse collar? Oh, come on. Holding on the offense. Go away, ref. Go away. As Tate Ratledge is going to get dinged for... Don't love that call. He wasn't impeding him that like really at all. Anyways, 1st and 20 here. Back at their own 12. Goff under center. Raymond the man in motion. Looks like they are in zone. Goff gonna fake it to Gibbs. Has time. Gonna chuck it deep downfield. Looking for Jamison Williams, and it's picked. Way, way underthrown, and it's picked by Denzel Ward. Returns it inside the 40, down to the 39. No idea what that was. Jamison had a step. He had a step. He had a few steps, actually, but that ball was horrifically underthrown. So the Browns are in cover 3 here. Not good. Goff goofed. Certainly seemed like he just wanted to take a shot. And honestly, it wouldn't have been as bad if it wasn't returned for like 15 yards either. So 1st and 10 for the Browns, back at the 42. Bad spot by the officials. He got to the 39. He fell backwards because of the tackle. But 1st and 10, Flacco under center, I formation. They're going to give the ball to the back Judkins, who's going to run up the middle for a big gain, and that's going to be a first down. That is going to be a gain of 10. And the Browns, down to the 32, they are in scoring range now. That was their first play in Lions territory since their opening drive. All right, defense. We got to step up. We got to step up. Hold them to 3, please. Hold them to 3. We got 7 people in here right now. Feel free to like and subscribe. Flacco under center. Gonna quick throw outside to, is that Isaiah Bond? Yep, and he's gonna stiff arm Amik Robertson and break a tackle and get out for a gain of 8. Kirby Joseph is back in the game, notably. Back in the game, but it's gonna be 2nd and 2 now from about the 24, 25. Gotta hold here. Flacco, under center. Judkins, the back. Flacco takes the snap, fakes it to Judkins. Flacco's got time. Flacco, he's going to run. He's going to slide down, though, for a gain of 0. He could have gained that first down. He slid with Anzalone bearing down on him. Didn't want to take a hit, which I understand. He's 40 years old. Like, I would not want to take a hit either. But instead of a chance at a first down, there's no gain. So 3rd and 2. If the Lions can get a sack, get a stop here, we can hold them to 3. If it's 4th and 2, they'll probably go for it, but we'll see. 3rd and 2, Flacco in shotgun. Back lined up to his right. Man in motion, it's Fannin. They're going to run it up the middle with Judkins. He is going to get it. First down. He's going to pick up 5, maybe 6 yards there. First down, Browns. Inside the red zone now. Good play by the Browns. Good play by Judkins. Njoku with a nice block on Jack Campbell. A bit of a wrestling move. Wrestling takedown there, but oh well, I digress. I digress. 1st and 10 from the 18.5-yard line. Flacco under center, back in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it to Judkins off the left side. He is going to run into the teeth of the Lions defense and pick up 4. That's a good gain, honestly. Ran into everyone and still managed to pick up some extra yards. Jackson Dart is hurt with a concussion now. What is happening in New York? What on earth, dude? What on earth? Anyways. From the 15-yard line, 2nd and 7. Flacco under center once again. Isaiah Bond in motion. Judkins the back. Flacco going to fake it to Judkins. He's going to be under pressure, and he's just going to dump it off for no gain. Incomplete, and Anzalone... Anzalone just throws Njoku to the ground. Pat O'Connor with the pressure there. Njoku with a little block and release. And Pat O'Connor was having none of it. So 3rd and 7. Give me a sack. A turnover would be great, but give me a sack. Hutchinson. Hutchinson. Please. Please, sir. Can I have some more sacks? Fumble, please. Redeem yourself with a strip sack. 3rd and 7, Flacco and pistol. Takes the snap. Under pressure. Flacco gonna get hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Almost got to Harold Fannin, but it was overthrown. Brian Branch with some excellent coverage, and the Lions defense holds and will force a field goal attempt. Jack Campbell coming on the blitz up the middle, works through Jerome Ford. Trevor Nowoski off the edge also got a quarterback hit. Hutch got hands on Flacco too. If he held onto that ball for an extra half second, that was going to be a sack. So good on Flacco to get that ball out and give his guy a chance. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here for the Browns for Andre Smite. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Lions still lead by 2 scores. Their lead has been cut down to 10 points. However, not the worst situation to be in following a turnover where they started in your territory. Not the worst. All right. All right. Offense. We got to do better offensively. We got to get some points. We got to answer that with a score of our own, ideally. Oh, my boy, Emeka Egbuka. My boy. My boy. I love Egbuka. I love you, Egbuka. I do. Keeping me alive. Alrighty, what is up? Alrighty. Shout out Huge, man. He's got 20 points for me in fantasy so far. We're looking great. We are looking fantastic. Even though I had Jalen Warren, who got me 0, and Malik Neighbors, who is now out for the year with a torn ACL. Oops. Still probably going to win, though. I'm okay with hold to 3, absolutely. Honestly, like, considering the context, they started in Lions territory. Holding them to 3 there is fantastic. I will not complain. I will not complain whatsoever. And getting Kirby back on the field is big, and Hutch is obviously a full go. So all of that, I should probably move the mic closer, my bad. All of that is fantastic. Oof, yeah. Poor Giants. Alrighty. Oh, crucial catch. Is that already back? Oh, I thought that was in October. Okay, I guess it's a thing now. I know that October is in like 2 days, but kick is away, returned at the 7 by Jacob Sailors up to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37, 38. Sorry, I got caught off guard there. Just cut and he was returning the kick. I know that October is in like 3 days, but I thought the crucial catch thing was in October. Am I mistaken on that? Oh well. Oh well, we got 6 of you in here. Feel free to come hang out in the chat with us. We're also at 299 subscribers. We are 1 away from hitting 300, which would be pretty good. Goff under center. He's got Gibbs in the backfield. The camera's doing some weird things, but Goff going to take the snap, going to hand off to Gibbs, who's going to cut up the middle. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to fall forward for 2. If Gibbs cut that back, he had a hole. Gibbs had a big lane there if he cut that back. Why is Joe Flacco... I'm sorry, Joe Flacco's kids are Lions fans? What? What? That's crazy. That is diabolical. That is diabolical. Hey, Dad, we're cheering against you. Damn. Goff takes the snap, gives it to Gibbs. He's going to cut to the right. He's going to pick up about 4. It'll be 3rd and 4 from about the 43. So 2 rushes with decent success there. We got 8 people in here. Feel free to like and subscribe, people. It takes 2 seconds. Come hang out in the chat. They had a shoe. Yep. All right, 3rd and 4. Goff in shotgun. Gibbs the back to his right. Amon-Ra is going to motion to the left to create a bunch formation. Browns are in man coverage. Goff takes the snap. Throws it left side. Jameson Williams is held, but it's overthrown and going to be incomplete. Man, Goff and JMO, I know I kind of pushed back against the idea earlier. They are just not on the same page today. A lot of contact, but good coverage, honestly. Like, 3 and out there, forcing it to JMO. Yep. Fake punt time. This would be a great time for a fake punt. 4th and 4. You're near midfield. You're up 2 scores, but you can make it better. If it's there, Jack Fox. No, he's going to punt it. Punt is away. It'll be fielded at the 16. And the Browns will get the ball back with 5:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. So, I'm not the biggest fan of the offense today, to be honest with you. Not the biggest fan. However, 20 points is about what I expected for the day. So, is what it is, as they say. JMO's in absolute la-la land today. My goodness. Jameson Williams has been targeted 6 times. He has 1 catch for 13 yards. They're just not on the same page. I would love to see some Tesla next drive. Like, next offensive drive, I would love to get Tesla in the game. I need to see Demo out there and targeting the tight end / Tesla / Raymond. Okay, that's that's 4 different guys. We got chill. We gotta settle it. I do want to see some Montgomery. Gibbs has been fine. Gibbs has been perfectly fine. I mean, like, what's Gibbs' average right now? Gibbs has got 10 for 59, but Monty has 5 for 5. So Gibbs has been acceptable, but we at least have to get to 100 rushing yards. Like, come on, guys. We at least got to get to 100. So we need 36 the rest of the game, which we can get, but we got to wear them down more. Saints in the red zone again. Come on, Saints. Do something for me. Oh, dude, the Saints. Saints are the funniest team right now. Hey, Woody Marks got a touchdown. Good for him. All right. Back to Detroit. Demo for running shorter passes to move the chain. Honestly, I would love the next time the offense is on the field, I would love a methodical drive. That'd be fantastic. That'd be fan-frickin-tastic. 1st and 10 for the Browns from their own 16. Flacco going to take the snap, give it to Judkins off the left side. A lot of room. Judkins going to pick up a gain of 9. As I don't know what happened there, but nobody was setting the edge on that play. And Judkins just had a freebie. Hutchinson's hilarious, man. He did get the 1 sack. Would love another one. 2nd and 1, though. Flacco under center. It's more like 2nd and an inch. Going to give it to Judkins up the middle. He's going to pick up 6. How is he dragging defenders forward that much, man? D is tired. They shouldn't be that tired. Like a little tired, sure, but not great. Not great. I'm worried about the interior. Or I'm worried about the D line more than the secondary. We got 8 people in here. Feel free to like and subscribe. As Terrion Arnold is down on the play, and he's getting looked at by the trainers. We need to support them with a long drive, absolutely. But right now, the defense has got to earn a stop to give the offense the chance to do that. As we're going to cut to Tampa Bay for this Emeka Egbuka bomb. Oh, what a throw by Baker. Shout out Emeka Egbuka, man. What a beauty. I love that guy. Love that guy. So Terrion's going to come out. I am sure there are going to be Lions fans online that aren't exactly upset by that. Ooh, and I'm guessing Amik is going to play the outside corner, and the Lions are going to sit in base. He's still down on the field. Kirby Joseph is just lounging. What? Kirby's just lounging. That's hilarious. Replay here. Terrion comes in on the play. Oh, Terrion's the one who got dragged for like 6 yards. Elbow? Maybe? Yeah, it's arm of some kind. Wrist? That looks like it's going to be a couple week injury, minimum. So, Terrion Arnold. I know people have a lot of strong opinions about him. Second-year corner out of Alabama. Amik Robertson is going to be the outside corner, and I'm guessing Rock Ya-Sin will come in on nickel sets. But for now, it's the 2 short guys. Short King Army. Flacco under center. I formation, Judkins in the backfield. Flacco going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Judkins up the middle. Judkins picks up 2. And DJ Reader has lost his helmet. Oh, I love that guy. He's just in the middle of everything. Second and 8 from the... I actually don't know where they are. Judkins is the back. It looks like Flacco's under center again. No, Flacco's in shotgun with Judkins to his right from their own 33. Second and 8. Flacco takes the snap. Play action. Under pressure. Gonna chuck it deep downfield. And it is... What a catch! Isaiah Bond goes up and gets it with Amik Robertson draped all over him. That's not good. Man, Amik is there too. That is... Flacco drops it in the bucket, but great catch by Bond. And he does hold on. That is a catch. So the Browns suddenly doing some damage in the second half here. From the Lions 32 now, Flacco under center. Judkins is the back. Man motions into a tight formation. Flacco. And it looks like a false start on that play. Flag down. Yep. Harold Fannin jumped just a little early. By a half second. There's 2:42 to go in the third quarter. Nope, 2:39, 2:38. Clock's running, my bad. 2:35, 34, 33. First and 15 for the Browns. Flacco in shotgun. Man in motion is Njoku. Dylan Sampson is the back. To Flacco's left. A lot of guys over by Hutchinson here. Flacco gonna throw it deep down the left side. Almost intercepted. Amik Robertson. And Kirby Joseph immediately kneels beside him and pats him on the head. Oh, that's funny. Isaiah Bond, Flacco was looking to take a shot. The Lions got to get out of these single high looks. The Browns are going to take shots. They're going to look deep down the field. Give some safety help to these corners. And the Lions will get another interception in this game if they just play a too high shell the rest of the way. If the Lions just played stock cover 2 man the rest of the way, they will get another interception because the Browns are going to chuck it. 2nd and 15 now. Flacco and shotgun back to his right. He's going to delayed handoff to Ford, who's going absolutely nowhere. Jack freaking Campbell, who I think was coming in on a blitz regardless, but he diagnoses the run immediately and gets the tackle for a 1-yard loss. Jack Campbell's been unbelievable against the run this year, man. Unbelievable. 3rd and 16 now. A sack would push them out of field goal range, but I'm more so just concerned with forcing a field goal. 3rd and 16. Flacco and shotgun back lined up to his right. It's Jerome Ford. Flacco. Gonna take the snap. Lions run a stunt. Flacco just dumps it off to the right sideline to Isaiah Bond. Incomplete. They're saying incomplete. They're saying he did not get both feet down, and it is going to be 4th and 16. It's going to result in a long field goal attempt. Which, this is not going to be a gimme. This is going to be like a 54, if I had to guess. 56. 56-yarder. This is no gimme. This is no gimme. Come on. Ford Field Voodoo. Do something for me. Good hold. The kick is up. It is no good. He misses left. And the Lions maintain a 10-point lead. Ford Field Voodoo strikes again as that false start and TFL prove costly for the Browns. And now the Lions will start their next drive pretty much at midfield. They'll start from their own 46, which is fantastic. Love to see it, dude. Love to see it. Okay, offense. You kind of got bailed out there. Not bailed, but, you know, we could be in a worse situation right now. It certainly could be worse. So you're starting at midfield. Go get me points. Go get me take a couple minutes off the clock. Granted, we have a commercial break right now. We're going to get 2 plays, unless there's an incompletion, before we get another commercial break at the end of the quarter. Man, the Falcons are taking it to the Commanders. Shut up, Bijan. Oh my lord, Bijan is going crazy. Love to see it. Love to see it from Bijan. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm playing in this? Oh, dang it. See, the thing about being in so many leagues is you realize that everyone you have, every point that gets scored in fantasy is going to be good and bad at the same time. I will say in one of my leagues, aptly named the FTP League, which of course stands for F the Packers, I'm playing against the Goff and JMO stack, which is actually such a great thing right now. Ironically, such a great thing right now. But yeah. They got bailed out. Yeah, fair. Does this make the Packer win less impressive? So they beat us in week 1 with 2 rookies on the offensive line. They lost to the Browns and then beat up on a bad Washington team. No. I don't want to take anything away from the Packers. They played a great week 1. They had a great game plan for the Lions. They were very ready to play the Lions. I don't want to take that away from them. I would say it makes it more impressive because of how good the Lions have looked for the most part since then. So, but the Packers aren't as good as we might have thought. As Goff takes the snap, gives it to Gibbs off the right side. Gibbs off and running. Gibbs has room. First down and more. Inside the 35, down to the 34, and he's knocked out of bounds. Great run by Jahmyr Gibbs. They had a great week 1. Yeah. And the Lions had a bad week 1. And week 1 overreactions are a thing. And obviously, I don't want to sit here and be like, well, no, the Packers are actually really great, to kind of minimize how, like, the impact to the Lions. The reality is, The Lions were not a finished product in week 1. The Packers are not a finished product. We'll see them on Thanksgiving. I think they're a good team. Montgomery checks into the game as the Lions down to the 32, actually, and Montgomery's going to get the snap. He's going to go nowhere. Montgomery's had a tough day. 6 carries for 6 yards for Montgomery. But what I mean with the Packers is I think the NFC North is going to come down to the Lions and Packers this year. They're going to compete all year. The Packers have a softer schedule because they got a third place schedule, which, by the way, an 11-win team having a third place schedule, diabolical. So the Packers are going to win 11, 12, 13 games. Thanksgiving probably will mean a lot. Goff with Montgomery lined up to his right, 2nd and 9 from the Browns 31.5. Going to check it down to Sam Laporta. Hey, there you go, Fleeting. There's tight end. As Laporta's going to make it 3rd and short. It'll be 3rd and about 2, 1.5. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter as Myles Garrett gets a quarterback hit on that play, beating Decker around the edge, but Goff got it out in time. Am I crazy? I swear the Browns had a sack in this game. I swear they had a sack. I thought there was a play where Goff got tripped down earlier. Was there a flag on it? Is that why I'm misremembering it? Because I swear they had a play where that happened. Regardless, we're through 3 quarters. The Lions are up by 10 with the ball in scoring position. Good position to be in. Efficient play. I don't need explosive. Exactly. Honestly, just if you move the ball down the field at this point, I'll be happy. I'm not going to complain. I will not complain. So now, as we head into the fourth quarter, the Lions, if we can finish this drive off with a touchdown, we're probably coasting rest of the way, to an extent. The Lions keep rotating Roy Lopez in on obvious third downs for the pick-setting hammer and D-line stunts. Yep. Terrion Arnold has gone to the locker room. He left the medical tent, went to the locker room. Do. All right. Oh, was there a taunting flag in the... Oh boy. I'm seeing people complaining about taunting flags. Oh my lord. Cooper DeJean had a big tackle on Rachaad White and literally just looked down at him as he walked back to his teammates and he got flagged for it. That's so stupid, man. Meanwhile, the Texans are on shutout watch as the Titans just cannot do anything. Io Manor has a couple of catches, I guess, but as the Patriots are running up the score on the Panthers. Jeez. Aw, look at Goff with his little baby. All right, 3rd and 2 for the Lions. Goff in shotgun, back lined up to his right. It's Montgomery. Goff going to take it. Looking. Goff throws it. Jameson. I'm Jamo. Yeah, slap that, Matt. Jameson Williams with another drop. And another brutal drop at that. As Myles Garrett working on Taylor Decker, kind of hands to the face by Decker. Goff hits Jamo in the hands on the run. That is a perfect throw. Jameson Williams, man. What is going on? As it's 4th and 2, the Lions are going to go for it because obviously it's the Lions. But the Lions should have 1st and goal right now. Or 1st and 10 inside the 15. Brutal day for Jameson Williams. 4th and 2, Jamo in motion. Goff. Going to toss it right to Gibbs. Sewell out blocking, but Gibbs has a long way to go, and I don't think he got there. I don't think he got there. Yeah, he was short. The Browns were not fooled. Gibbs was forced to bounce outside. He did not get there. He picked up one. He needed two. Sewell blocked the guy, did his part, but the angle that Sewell took, like Sewell's looping around more to try to seal the edge. And while that's good in concept, it doesn't work when there's two other defenders chasing Gibbs down. So good stop by the Browns. That Jameson Williams drop looms. JMO, man. Man. Super disappointing day for JMO. Super disappointed. 1st and 10. Flacco under center. Back lined up in the backfield. Njoku motions in. 2 tight end set for the Browns. Flacco takes the snap. He's going to fake it to Judkins. He's going to check it down to Judkins. Now Jack Campbell immediately meets him. It's a gain of 4. Oh, sorry, gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 for the Browns now. Oh, Marion Hampton got a touchdown. Nice. I love my dynasty team, dude. Between Bijan and Hampton and JSN and Igbuka, love these guys. Flacco under center now with Judkins lined up in the backfield. Bunch formation to his right. He's going to fake it. He's under pressure. He's going to chuck it deep downfield. Has a man, but it's incomplete. Alex Anzalone in coverage. I don't know if he got a hand on that, but Harold Fandon has to be kicking himself. That was a very catchable ball for him. That was very catchable. Right through his hands. What a throw by Flacco. What a throw, honestly. Was that Lacey or Wheat? I think it was Lacey coming around the edge. And right through the hands. So 3rd and long now. Let's get a stop, shall we? Flacco, time running out on the play clock, and he's looking down at his play sheet. In shotgun, back lined up to his right. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And they have to call timeout. The Browns are forced to waste a timeout as the play clock was winding down. That's exactly what you want to see. Especially when you have a multi-score lead, you want your opponents to burn timeouts. So that's beautiful. We got 8 people in here right now. Feel free to like and subscribe, folks. We are 1 away from 300, which I know seems small, but it's, again, small channel. 9 people in here even. Feel free to like and subscribe, folks. And welcome in. Thank you all for being here. Timothy Henry, Browns defense and penalties has been a hard game so far. Yeah. I know that the Browns are the Browns, but their defense is legitimately top 3 in the league, possibly number 1. Flacco and shotgun back lined up to his right. I'll talk more about them in a second. Flacco takes the snap. Hutchinson burning off the edge. Flacco gonna get hit. No, Hutch couldn't finish the play. Throws deep downfield. Judy drops it, and DJ Reed is down on the play. So it's an incompletion. The Lions get a stop, but DJ Reed is down holding his left leg. Something happened on that jump as Hutchinson couldn't quite finish the play as he burned around the edge. That last little push by Lucas saved a sack. Is DJ Reed okay? DJ Reed fell before the play finished. A drop from Jerry Jeudy. Is that hamstring, quad, knee? Just don't be knee. Oh, he's down. Is he still down? Hamstring? Is he still on the field? Can the broadcast show me if there is a player injured, please? I don't care about looking at Joe Flacco or Aiden Hutchinson on the sidelines. Hutchinson's mad. Okay. They went to commercial break. I assume that means there was an injury timeout. So DJ Reed is down. That is potentially massive. The Lions are down to Amik Robertson and Rock Ya-Sin at corner. The cart is coming out. Oh, no. So the Lions' number 1 corner, who has an interception today and was fantastic last week, has been very good for the start of the year, I hope he gets up. He's not. He's getting on the cart. He's going to the locker room. He's done for the day at minimum. Probably longer. Suddenly, we're going to be guarding Jamar Chase with like Khalil Dorsey next week. Not good, not good, not good at all. Oh, brother. Okay. It is imperative right now. There is 14 minutes to go in this game. The Lions are up by 2 scores. Now, the Lions should be fine. However, with 2 starting corners done, first of all, you are not playing a lot of man the rest of the game. We are playing zone coverage, all right? Second of all, the offense needs to burn some clock and get some more points. That's what happened last year. Heard in my house just now. Injuries happen. Corner is a position that gets hurt very frequently. But the Lions' top 3 corners, 3 of their top 4 corners are now injured. Ennis Rakestraw is obviously done for the year, and he would have been CB4. DJ Reed laying on the cart. No, it can't even sit on the cart. He's just laying there with a trainer supporting his right or left leg. As the punt is away, that is a bad sight, man. Khalif Raymond's going to field that at the 35. He's going to make a man miss up to the 40, 45, 50. Khalif Raymond inside the 40, inside the 20, 35, 30, to the 25, 20. That is going to be a punt return touchdown for Khalif Raymond. A man I have criticized so much over the first few weeks. Everything we needed right there. A punt return touchdown. The special teams redemption arc today has been going strong. Let's go, dude. Shout out Khalif Raymond, man. Thank God. He's figured it out. He's back. He's back. He's back. His 3rd career punt return touchdown. That's what we need. More north-south. You see what happens when he stops going east-west? You see what happens when he just goes straight? That happens. Amazing. Huge play. And now the Lions are up 3 scores. Oh, sorry, extra point away from being up 3 scores, I should say. So we did not burn any time at all. But we get a touchdown. As Jake Bates' extra point is up and good. So the Lions are up 3 scores. I'm going to have to address some comments I made on the last podcast, because I was talking when I said I was ready to consider pulling the plug and put Dominic Lovett back there. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier this game. That's not when he's playing like that. If you want to do that, you can stay. I think that was the first punt return all season that he didn't try to do too much, and he just went. No hesitation, just go. That's what you got to see from him. That's what you need. Aw. I do love Khalif Raymond, so I'm glad that worked out. All right, so the Lions now up 27-10 with 13:40 to go. And now the vibes are back. The vibes are back. And the Lions, despite the fact that offensively they actually have not been overly impressive in this game, still have 27 points. So that'll do. As Jake Bates' kick is away, it'll be a touchback in the end zone, which will bring the Browns out to the 35. Too high shell, zone coverage. I beg of you, the Browns are going to take shots the rest of the way. Please, pass rush, Hutchinson, and just play two safeties deep. We will get another turnover. I'm like willing to gamble if like Joe Flacco has to chuck it. Flacco under center, back in the backfield, man in motion. Flacco is going to give it to Judkins, who's going to bounce. He's going to bounce around Hutchinson and then go back up the middle. Picks up 2. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. As the Bucks, another Bucks highlight. Baker chucked it down the left sideline, and Bucky Irving, wow, big touchdown for Bucky. Come back for the Bucks, please. Flacco and shotgun, back lined up to his left. 2nd and 8. Flacco dumps it off to Harold Fannin, and that is batted away. What a play by Alex Anzalone. Breaking up that pass. I thought that was an easy catch. But Anzalone gets his hand in there and breaks it up, forcing a 3rd and 8 with 13 minutes exactly on the clock. Third down. Come on, boys. Let's get a sack. Get the defense out of the field. Let them rest. Branch is down playing nickel now. Flacco in the gun. Back line up to his right. Flacco takes the snap. Under pressure. Has to chuck it to the right side. And he has to chuck it away because Aiden Hutchinson got pressure. Got another hit on Flacco. And that is a 3 and out for the defense. Woo! Lovely. Lovely. Beautiful. So aside from the opening drive, the defense has done exactly what I hoped they would do today. Exactly what I hoped they would do. As the punt is away, I imagine this one will be out of bounds. Nope, they're going to let Raymond return again. No, he's going to fair catch it. Back at the 17. And the Lions offense will take over with 12:48 to go. Up by 17. Let's get the ground game going and get rid of the rest of this game. So a couple injury updates. Jacob Sailors is questionable with a hamstring injury. And DJ Reed, it is a hamstring, questionable to return, but he's not coming back. We might be cooked with that. Ground game? What ground game? Dude, Jahmyr Gibbs has been unbelievable in this game. What do you want about? I know Montgomery's been bad, but Gibbs is averaging 6.8 a carry. What? I'm sorry, what more do you need? What more do you want? 6.8 a carry. His average is 4 on the year so far. And the Lions have 88 rushing yards on 18 attempts. Is it fantastic? No. But they've been perfectly fine. The Browns are only giving up 57 rushing yards a game. It doesn't feel like 6.8? Well, it is. Like, I know it can be frustrating to watch because it'll be like 2-yard gain, 2-yard gain, 20-yard gain. 2-yard gain, 2-yard gain, 15-yard gain. But that's just what it is with Gibbs. And look, the Browns are too good of a defensive front to consistently be churning out 5-6 yards the way they did against the Ravens last week. Like, the Lions bullied the Ravens, but the Ravens don't have anywhere near as good of a front as the Browns. Against a defense this good, it's kind of like you got to just take what you can get sometimes. Now, again, has it been excellent? No. By no stretch of the imagination has it been a great game by the run game, but it has been perfectly acceptable considering the quality of opponent. Perfectly acceptable. We got 7 people in here, or 5 people in here. I don't know. I'm being lied to by my analytics. 7 people in here. Feel free to hit like and subscribe. There's Myles Garrett. What a ginormous human being. Goff's been under pressure in this game, but he's done a good job navigating the pocket. Goff is so underratedly good at navigating the pocket. I know he's not mobile, but the Browns have 10 pressures in this game on 22 dropbacks. Not bad. Goff under center, back in the backfield. They got a weird formation, but Montgomery's the back. He's going to take it and gain. He's going to surge forward for a gain of 5. That was a weird. What's the name of that formation? With the 2 fullbacks, full house formation. Myles is a great player. I'd rate him over Sewell and the best trench player in the league. Yeah, I think Sewell is the best. We got 10 people in here, by the way. Feel free to hit like and subscribe and come chat with us. Sewell I have as the best run blocker in the league. He's not as good of a pass protector as Lane, obviously. And Wirfs, it's a debate. So, but yeah, defensively, Myles for sure. Man in motion is JMO. Goff going to flip it to Jameson Williams, who's going to get hit in the backfield. He's going to try to cut back upfield. He's going to lose 3. 4. The Lions very obviously are trying to keep Jameson Williams involved. Honestly, stop. JMO's not had it today. Stop. It's not working. But yeah, Myles is definitely the best defensive player in the league. Definitely the best defensive lineman by a decent margin, honestly. Like, for me, it goes Myles, then a tier break, then, like, Hutch and Parsons and Bosa's and all that. Goff in shotgun 3rd and 9, back lined up to his right. Man in motion is Laporta. Goff takes the snap. Under pressure, throws it over the middle. There's Jameson Williams, wide open, caught. Up to the 40. Williams up to the 45. There you go, JMO. Okay, if you're going to do that, you can get involved. Huge conversion for Jameson Williams there, who gets wide open on a crossing route. Goff with pressure all around him. As he gets hit, delivers a great throw to JMO. He caught that one. Just have to get some confidence going, maybe. Good catch by JMO. 1st and 10 for the Lions, up near midfield now. Inside of 11 minutes to go. Montgomery the back, Goff under center. Goff going to give it to Montgomery, and he is met immediately in the backfield. Something went wrong there. He's going to lose 1.5 yards. We can't open up the defensive line with the Browns. Alternating backs isn't as effective. St. Brown gives her the key. Screen down the field. Well, screens haven't been great. But, yeah, Montgomery just hasn't had it today. That happens. It's the same. Like last week, Gibbs, his total yards ended up being okay, but his average was meh. But Montgomery had it. Whereas today, Montgomery doesn't have it. Gibbs has it. That's the beauty of having 2. I'm surprised St. Brown hasn't been more active, though. 2nd and 12, Goff and shotgun. Montgomery lined up to his left. Goff going to take the snap. He's going to hand it to Montgomery again up the middle. He's going to get met immediately. He's going to plow forward for a gain of 4. So it's going to be 3rd and long here inside of 10 minutes to go now. Up by 3 scores, so I'm not stressing, but certainly not the best offensive day, which is what we expected. We talked about this. Browns are a great defense. But, yeah, just not been it. 3rd and 8, Montgomery's still the back. St. Brown in motion. Ooh, Browns are showing pressure. They're showing blitz. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on the line. Goff takes the snap. They bail out, only send 3, but Myles Garrett is one of them. And Goff is going to have to dump that off, and it's going to be incomplete. So, was that against Sewell or a tight end? If it's against Sewell, yikes. If it's against a tight end. No, it's against Laporta. Why is Sam Laporta blocking Myles Garrett? Why? No. Chipping, yes. Helping, yes. Only one, no. As Jack Fox's punt is away. That punt is going to take a Lions bounce inside the 10 and roll out of bounds at about the 6 or 7 yard line. Great punt by Jack Fox. Great job by Isaac Tesla to get so far downfield that the returner didn't even have a chance to go get that. And it gives us an extra bounce. Yep, nice bounce. Beautiful bounce. Beautiful bounce, I would say. So defense is now up again. And look, you're up 17. Inside of 10 minutes to go. We know what they're going to do. They got to chuck it. So ball's at their own 6. 9 minutes to go. You're trading time for points at this rate. If they want to check it down, have a long drive, they can. But I don't think they will. They're going to get impatient. Flacco in shotgun, back lined up to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's going to dump it off immediately to Judkins, who's going to get a gain of about 11 or 12. Nice play by the Browns to start this drive off. Takes 5 seconds. Oh, sorry. They're going to keep the clock going. But, yeah. Good play. Good play. They're going quick as they need to. Flacco in shotgun again. Hutchinson looks like he's got one-on-one with the tackle. Flacco takes the snap. Hutch spins, but it's a screenplay to Ford on the other side. That'll be a gain of 3 to the 21, 22. It'll be second down. Look, if the Browns want to just check it down and do this kind of slow, methodical stuff, go for it. It'll take 3-4 minutes off the clock. You'll still be down 2 possessions. Don't care. As we are down to 8 minutes to go. Check down incoming and we are not stopping them. No, we're trading time for points. They can take this yardage as long as the clock is moving. Flacco under center. 2nd and 6. He's going to hand off to Judkins and he's going to spin around Hutchinson, plow forward. Very impressive 7-yard run from the Browns. Kirby Joseph holding that knee. Judkins, that was he looked like Hutchinson had him wrapped up and he spun around, spun through traffic, able to get a first down. Very impressive run. But this is exactly what you want. They have not gotten, they're still at their own 28 and they've already taken 2 minutes off the clock. A minute and a half. 7:20 to go. Flacco in shotgun, back lined up to his left. Man in motion is Fannin. He's going to take the snap, play action. Has all day to throw. Now he's under pressure. Time's running out for Flacco. He's looking. He's just going to have to chuck it. And that's going to be incomplete. That's beautiful. That took 8-9 seconds off the clock and it was incomplete. 7:07 to go. Now 2nd and 10 for the Browns. And this is what you want, right? This is what, the Lions are playing more zone now, you can tell. And the Lions are playing more of that Packers style where it's just keep everything in front of you. You're going to give up checkdowns. You're going to give up shorter yardage gains, but you're up by 17. As long as you don't give up a big play, you're fine. You're perfectly willing to give them these short gains. 2nd and 10, back lined up to Flacco's right, man in motion. Flacco, play action, flag down, under pressure, sacked, strip sacked, Hutchinson redeems it, recovered by Nowoski, and that's going to be a defensive touchdown. There is a flag down, but as it stands, there is a strip sack for Hutchinson. I swear to God, if we get another one... Hold on. What is the flag? And it's an illegal formation. That penalty is declined. It's either a first down or a touchdown, but Aiden Hutchinson with the strip sack. That one will count. That one will count. Love it. Love to see it. He redeemed himself. And by himself, I mean he redeemed Brian Branch. That was the cleanest swat Hutchinson's had on a strip sack I've seen. He just boop. Just bops that ball out. Nowoski ruled down by contact, but the Lions are going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. 13 people in here. Feel free to hit like and subscribe for that Aiden Hutchinson strip sack. 3rd turnover of the day for the Browns. Let's freaking go, man. What a play. There's your second sack of the day, Hutch, and that is the sack I asked for. I asked for him to get a second one in this second half, and he did. He did. Goff under center, Gibbs in the backfield. Goff going to give it to Gibbs. He's got a lot of Browns defenders around him, and he's going to lose two. He stripped Henry last week. Yeah, he did. It's a little different on running backs versus quarterbacks. The one on Henry was the cleanest punch-out I've seen. And that image of Hutchinson on the sideline reaching is like, so close. But he got that one. Yeah, that was the cleanest punch-out on a running back I've seen last week. And then that was the cleanest strip of a quarterback I've seen in a while. Just a boop. 9 pressures in the game for Hutch. Unbelievable. And a forced fumble and 2 sacks. That'll do. Goff in shotgun. Gibbs lined up to his right. Goff going to pass it. Goff dumps it off to St. Brown. Breaks a tackle. Falls forward for a gain of 7, possibly 8. It'll set up 3rd and about 5. 3rd and about 5. We've got 10 people in here, people. We are 1 away from 300. One person needs to hit subscribe. Just one. Just the one. And we can get to 300. Which would be a nice little milestone for us as a small channel. But love to see you all in here. Thank you so much for joining me as the Lions down to 3rd and 4 inside of 6 minutes to go. Gibbs going to motion back into the backfield. Goff in shotgun. Gibbs to his left now. Goff. Raymond in motion. Takes the snap. Hands off to Gibbs. Up the middle. First down. Down to the 6. Nice gain by Jahmyr Gibbs of about 8 or 9. See, fleeting, it's just that. You lose 2, you gain 9. So you get mad when, you get frustrated when the play obviously goes for -2, but then a few plays later he picks up 9, and it's all well and good. Little fake screen run froze the safety there. So 1st and goal from the 5 or 6. Goff only has 152 passing yards in this game, but that's all right. That's all right. Gibbs to Goff's left. St. Brown motioning to the right, doing all sorts of funky stuff. Gibbs going to take the ball, go up the middle, get down to the 3, the 2 or 3, gain of 3 or 4. 2nd and goal now. Would not shock me to see the Lions just keep running it, as the Lions are over 100 rushing yards on the day now, which is good to see. Love to see it. Man, the Chargers might lose to the Giants. Unbelievable. 2nd and goal from the 3. Goff, quick snap. Fakes it to Gibbs. Looking. He's got J-Mo. Oh, and he's almost picked. There is a flag down. What a horrible throw by Goff. What was that, dude? What's the flag? Probably some sort of motion or pre-snap. When you quick snap it like that, it didn't look like everyone was set. False start? Legal formation? Legal formation. Was Sewell lined up too far off? Is that what it was? They said Ratledge was the end man on the line of scrimmage. So I'm assuming Sewell didn't line up properly. Anyways, 2nd and goal. We're going to try that again, this time from the 8-yard line. That was such a horrible throw by Goff. The Lions have run 50 plays, exactly 100 on the ground, 4 yards a carry, 160 through the air. It's been a fine day offensively. Not great, not bad. It's been perfectly fine. Perfectly average. Goff, man in motion. Montgomery lined up to his right. Goff going to take the snap. Looking, dumps it off. Dropped by Khalif Raymond. And it'll be 3rd and goal. I mean, I don't really care if they don't get this, because if they don't get this, kick a field goal, you got 30 points again. And if you get 30 points again, next one wasn't better. Well, I guess I don't. It might have been just a bad throw or drop. Not quite sure. Didn't see a replay. Anyways, 3rd and goal from the 8. Goff. Browns showing pressure. Gotta go. Takes the snap. Quick throw outside to St. Brown. Sewell out there blocking. St. Brown to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Yep, that'll do. That'll do. Amon-Ra St. Brown. There's that man again. on the little quick screen, and the Lions get back in the end zone. And this one is getting ugly, folks. All right, important conversation, guys. We talked about this the other week. Does this count as a blowout? If the score holds and the Lions win by 23-24, depending on the extra point, do we count that as a blowout? Or do we just count it as a very solid win? What do you think? Blowout? No blowout. 24 points. What's our threshold here? As Jake Bates' extra point is up and through. So 24-point lead for the Lions. Yep, that'll do. That'll certainly do. Now, of course, I don't love that it was Amon-Ra, considering I'm playing against him, but oh well. Going down to the wire. Bijan doing work for me. Igbuka, I need you to do a little bit more. Can I request a couple of dump-offs to... dang it, Debo. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Well, yeah, I would have. A couple of dump-offs to Fandon, please. Can I request that? 3 scores a blowout? All right. It is technically still a 3-score game, yep. Yes, but it feels closer than it was. It was close for a while, to be fair. I mean, this is about what I expected. It'd be a relatively close game through 3 quarters, and then in the 4th quarter, the Lions pull away. That's usually what happens. With the Browns at home, just a solid win. Fair enough. Fair enough, Timothy. 4:04 to go. Biggest thing is the injuries at this point. Is what is DJ Reed's status? If he's going to be out long term, that is a problem. I'm not as worried against the Bengals. And fleeting, you were talking about the run game. The run game should be able to get going against the Bengals on a short. The Bengals will be on a short week because the kick is away from Jake Bates. It'll be fielded inside the 5 at the 3, up to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, to the 35, 34. Oh, no, and that Browns guy is holding his left knee. Oh, and the Lions guy's hurt. Oh, Joe Flacco's day is done. Dillon Gabriel is in the game for the Cleveland Browns. The rookie drafted 94th overall in the 3rd round out of Oregon. Show me something, Rook. And, okay, guys, we got to play a game as Carter... Oh, no, he hurt his left knee. He's hopping off the field. Hopefully he's okay. Who wants to bet? Who is going to be the outlet that freaks out about Shedeur Sanders not being the one that goes in? Dillon Gabriel under center. He's going to hand it off to Judkins, who's going to pick up 3. Run defense has not been... Cincinnati, KC, and NY. Is it not the Bucks after the Chiefs? Cincinnati... I'm sorry, what... Anyways, back to my point. I'm not as worried about DJ Reed being out against the Bengals, even though Jamar Chase, obviously, but the Bengals are bad enough that you should be able to win anyways. KC, you definitely want him back. Because Mahomes will do magic, and you need to have good coverage. Gabriel under center. Are they just going to run the ball, or are they going to actually let him throw? They're just going to run the ball. Judkins, nothing. Jack Campbell. Oh my, Jack Campbell has been everywhere. Everywhere in this game. 3rd and 7. Dude, let the rookie throw. Like, if you're the Browns, I know you want to, like, get him in. Oh, it's your first NFL snaps. Like, just go through the motions. No, let him try. Let him try to make a play. If he throws an interception, oh well, who cares? If he gets sacked, okay, you like get hit by a real NFL lineman. Learn what it feels like. Yeah, here we go. He's in empty. Gabriel takes the snap. Under pressure, throws over the middle, incomplete. No flags? No flags. So the Browns go 3 and out. Are they going to go for it or just punt? They're just going to punt. They're done with this game. So 34-10 is likely what the final score is going to end up being. The Lions will pass the Vikings for second in the NFC North, obviously, with a win. And their point differential is already nearing 50, despite how bad week 1 was. As the punt is is back. The punt is away. Raymond going to return it from his own 16. And he'll go forward for 5 yards. That is what I've been asking for from Raymond. Hey, there's not much there. Just go forward. If there's not much there, take 3, 4, 5 yards. And that's it. Kyle Allen is in the game for the Lions. Jared Goff's day is done. I'm assuming Craig Reynolds will be in the game as the running back. I assume. Not sure. Jacob Sailors, I stand corrected. He was questionable to return to this game. Looks like all the second guys are in. Giovanni Manu is at left tackle, I believe. Tate Ratledge is still in at right guard. Mahogany's still in at left guard. But Sailors is the back. Meeks and Tesla in the game. Allen going to hand off to Sailors, who's going to cut left. Sailors keeps his legs churning. And that'll be a gain of 2. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A first down will end the game at this point because the Browns will not call timeouts. So, very good win for the Lions. They took care of business today. Wasn't the cleanest game by any stretch of the imagination. But the defense came through, which is what the things that, if you go back and listen to the preview, what did I talk about? Gonna need the defense to, like, they've been trending in the right direction, but you really need them to have a solid day. They had a bad first drive, and then they locked in. And the other thing was turnovers. You need to get turnovers. Looking at that secondary, aggressive secondary to create turnovers. Kirby Joseph, hello. DJ Reed, hello. Hutchinson gets a couple of sacks as well and a strip sack for good measure. So everything that I said needed to happen from a defensive standpoint happened because I knew the offense wasn't going to have the best day. Obviously, you look at the scoreboard, you say 34-10. Wow, what happened? Well, turnovers. Turnovers and good defense. So now you're going against the Bengals team next week. You're on the road, which isn't as ideal, but the Bengals don't have a quarterback. Obviously, the Bengals are not going to be nearly as bad as they were against the Vikings, but their defense is a joke. You should be able to run all over them. I know Trey Hendrickson is good, and he'll be a factor. Shamar Stewart is also decent, the rookie. But you should be able to run up the gut all day. Like, that's a Montgomery game, too. Montgomery up the gut every single play. And they should be fine. And they could do whatever they want to the Bengals, honestly. So happy for the win. You were correct on the Thanksgiving win over the Packers is a big game this year. That'll be, yep. That's going to be, as it stands, when I looked at the schedule, I thought the Ravens were the most difficult opponent the Lions would play this year. However, considering they lost to the Packers already, depending on how the season goes, obviously, there's a lot of time between now and Thanksgiving. The Lions could fall off a cliff. Like, the Packers could fall off a cliff. Like, one of those teams could run away with the division. However, based on, I think, a realistic prediction or expectation, is they're going to be within a game or two of each other going into Thanksgiving. So, whoever wins the Lions have to win Thanksgiving to they probably have to win Thanksgiving in order to have a chance at the North, I'd imagine. Because, okay, let's look at the Packers schedule, right? Let's look at the Packers schedule. They got the Cowboys tonight, where they are 6.5-point favorites. You expect them to win on the road with no CeeDee Lamb. Then they have their bye. Then they have the Bengals. Then the Cardinals, probably 2 wins. Steelers in Pittsburgh could maybe give them some trouble. Then you got Panthers, probably a win. Eagles, that'll be a big game. Hopefully the Eagles win that. Giants, Vikings, Lions into Thanksgiving. Hopefully the Vikings can maybe do us a favor, as Allen is going to hand off to Jacob Sailors, who's going to run up the gut, pick up a first down. That's going to be a gain of 9, and that's going to end the game. The Lions will go into victory formation. Let's go. Then after Thanksgiving, the Packers have Bears, Broncos, Bears. Can you lose one of those to either the Bears or the Broncos? And then you got Ravens, Vikings to close it out. Hopefully the Ravens can do us a favor. And again, hopefully the Vikings can do us a favor as well, because I'm not really that worried about the Vikings. And for the Lions, at Bengals, go take care of business. At Chiefs is a big game. And then Bucks on Monday Night Football going into the bye. Honestly, I thought we were going to lose the Ravens game, so I fully expected to be 3-2 through 5 weeks. I expected to be 3-2 through 5 weeks. I expected to be 1-2 and then beat the Browns and beat the Bengals, and then Chiefs. Hopefully, you can win. But if you lose that, you're 3-3. Like my goal was to be 4-3 into the bye week. If they can get to 5-2 or better, that is unbelievable. If they can get to 5-2 or better, that would be fantastic. As the Lions, one last kneel down will end this game. Kyle Allen takes the snap, kneels down, and that'll do it. All she wrote, folks. So the Detroit Lions defeat the Cleveland Browns by a score of 34-10 on this Sunday, moving to 3-1 on the season. A very, very good win for the defense, and special teams also was very good for once this season. About time. About time. We got bonus coverage of Eagle. Oh, yeah. What's the closest game right now? Or do I just tune into Red Zone for a minute or two? Let's tune into Red Zone for a second. So, yeah. And stay healthy. Thanks for the show. Yeah, like that's the reality of it is DJ Reed's status. We'll find out more in a bit. But all in all, very good. Falcons beat the Commanders. That's interesting. And the Bucks are down by 8 to the Eagles. So go tune into Red Zone, people. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been a pleasure to chat with all of you throughout this Lions victory once again. I will be, if you're subscribed, then tune into the channel in a little bit. There will be a post-game show out sometime this afternoon into the early evening. And aside from that, be on the lookout for more content throughout the week. And of course, I will be streaming Bengals Lions next week as well, if that's all you care about. So thank you all for watching. Until then, my friends, have a good one. Cheers.